Burbank Police Department Bearcat or SWAT team.
Wow. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Did I hit start already? I'm start. We're live. Okay, good. What's up, man? Good evening. Good night. Apparently, a K-9 dog was shot. And what this guy that's streaming, he said now, as I started the stream, he said that the K-9 did. He heard the K-9 didn't make it. This is in Burbank.
So I'm hearing that the K-9 did not make it.
Yeah, he says the K-9 didn't make it.
It was one of Burbank PD's, as you can say, rookie K-9. His name was Spike. Looked like he did not make it. So you have the Bearcat and you have Pasadena K-9s moving in. They're possibly going to make their way around to the other side of the freeway.
That guy got off. This other guy's on. Let's see if we find some more feeds. Let me just read the timeline information. There's not much information, and so they're saying that the incident was reported at the 2414 North Buena Vista Street. Citizen user shows video of police on the scene. Police K-9 was shot by an outstanding suspect. Officers are establishing a large perimeter as Glendale police and SWAT search the area. The K-9 was rushed to a nearby hospital. Multiple law enforcement helicopters, including Pasadena's airship, are assisting with the search. Police have verified that the K-9 is named Spike. Officers and SWAT units remain in the area. So they're searching for the suspect. He was rushed to a local hospital for surgery, the K-9. And I think they treat K-9s as officers. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing as like attacking a police officer. Let me take a quick little search here. Layla sent me something. Let's see.
She needs to go inside. The neighbor.
Thank you, Layla. Okay, we got
Go
some more
inside,
live feeds.
You're gonna get shot.
Shoot.
Shooter is where the spotlight is.
Really? Oh, shit. Oh, the realist is out there too. Okay.
No, suspect is still on the loose. Suspect is still outstanding.
Yeah.
They're still looking. Well, they know the suspect. They know where he a K-9 dog, so they're trying to be cautious right now. I mean, better safe than sorry, right? So. Yeah, that traffic's crazy. So we're on 2414.
It's on the on-ramp of the
Buena
5
Park.
on Buena Vista.
In Burbank, off the 5 north exit. Oh, it's cold out here, man.
Hey everybody, welcome. For the people that are just joining, K-9 was shot. Police K-9 was shot. So I'm trying to get the screen organized.
Look, you guys can see more Glendale PD. We have Burbank PD, and oh man, we have a bunch of divisions here. Yeah, I saw that unknown username. I saw that somebody was unalived by a train as well. There's a lot going on. Yeah, we're currently in Buena Park right now. Chat, make sure you guys double tap that screen, man. Double tap that screen. Let's follow up the page, man. What am I doing outside in this cold? What is the do that? So the suspect is somewhere in between, right there, you guys. Thank you, Flora, for that. Suspect is between that, you guys.
Crazy. There was one person reporting. One of the citizen people was saying that he had heard that one of the K-9s was killed. Well, the K-9 was killed, but I don't know. I haven't seen confirmation.
I'm not so sure why they don't stop traffic. They probably should stop traffic. No, suspect's not in custody. Suspect is not in custody. Man, that guy rushed off. Oh man. Hey, prayers to that K-9. Hopefully he gets through it. Definitely prayers to that K-9, man. Hopefully he gets through it, because that's crazy. Hold up, no, hold up. All these cars, man, they gotta stop this traffic or something, because they're just letting Optimus Prime just go by right now. How long has it been? I feel like it's been maybe like more than an hour. More than an hour now. This could be Buena Park. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really pay attention to directions, but this could be Buena Park. We're in Burbank right now. Off the 5 north exit. Yeah, wait, yeah. Yeah, off the 5 exit. Yeah, this dude gotta come out, man. Just give it up, brother. You done too much already, man. You gotta give it up.
Damn, shot a dog. Over. Shot the dog, man.
We're in U.S. State of California, city of Burbank. Right off the 5 exit.
I've been to Burbank.
Right off the
Glendale.
5 exit, you guys.
Driven through those areas. Is K-9 Spike still alive or not? I'm not sure, to be honest. Somebody said that they heard he passed away, but I don't know. I know that the dog was taken to the hospital and sent to surgery.
There's no activity right now, you guys. Just give it a second. Give it a second. We'll have some type of activity soon. You guys can see right there, SWAT. What the hell? You guys can see right there, SWAT is on the scene, as well as Burbank PD, Glendale PD.
Give me 1 second. Let me just set this thing up here real quick. Connection smooth.
It'd be like that, user 777. It'd be like that, bro. Just so much going on. Buena Vista is a street? Okay, my bad. I got it confused with Buena Park and Buena Vista, so my fault. Appreciate it, users. Stay safe, man. Have a good one. It's Burbank. Yeah, we're currently in Burbank. But the street, I think it was Buena Park or Buena Vista. It's 24 North 14 Buena Park or Buena Vista in Burbank.
All right, back.
Oh, that lady scared me. That lady scared me, man. LAPD, I'm over here. Okay, so officers do have a pew-pew on the roof just in case the suspect wants to, you know, pew-pew.
Ooh.
Yeah, Don, I don't know. I think they should stop traffic, you know, just to be safe. But I don't know why they're not stopping traffic, but we'll see right now. We shall see right now, you guys. Do they have eyes on him? Yeah, they pretty much know where he's at, but they want to move cautiously because the suspect did pew-pew a dog. Yeah, so yeah, suspect is yeah, he is aggressive. He did pew-pew a K-9 dog, so this is very serious. We're in Burbank right now. We're off the 5 exit on 2414 North Buena Park. So if you guys are coming by here, try to avoid it. There is a lot of traffic. Officers did kick out a couple people from this side, just, you know, just because they don't want to be in cross. Thank you, Courtney, for the heart me. Yeah, you should just, yeah, I think you should just call it a day, man. Call it a night, brother. You have done too much already. They are not gonna let you off like lightly. They're gonna go with you. They're gonna go at you, man.
With the dog, man. Don't F with dogs.
That dude, man.
The SWAT K-9.
Brother. Call it a night, man. You have done too much already. Buena Vista, all right. Thank you.
Officer Spike. Oh, the birthday was
Pasadena
yesterday. Wow,
man. So we have
KC Dogs. Thank you for the
Burbank,
membership.
and Glendale, and we have SWAT. Yeah, this is crazy.
SWAT.
Bro, better give it up. Look at this traffic, though. I'm surprised why they haven't stopped traffic. They should have been stopped traffic.
Damn, bro.
They should have been stopped traffic. But Chad, I'm gonna need you guys to double tap that screen. I'm gonna need you guys to follow up the page. We do have a goal, you guys. We do have a small goal. I would appreciate it if we could get to that goal before the end of the night. We do pray that this ends safely. We do pray for the dog as well. No, for reals? What the hell? What's going on, Blacks? What's going on, brother? What's going on, man? Thank you guys for the harmony. Thank you guys. Make sure you guys drop your daily harmony. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. We're currently in Burbank right now.
Burbank, baby.
It's cold out here. It's been cold all like. You know? Yeah, Tay. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Bakersfield, man. Shout out to Bakersfield. Oh, that's crazy, Nona. Hey, shout out to Orlando, man. Shout out to Orlando. We're currently in Burbank, you guys. We're currently in Burbank right now. We're off the exit of the 5 on Buena Vista, 2414 Buena Vista in Burbank, where they're looking for a suspect with a pew-pew. Suspect does refuse to come out. Suspect did pew-pew a K-9 dog. So as you guys can see, we do have multiple divisions here. Pasadena, Burbank, Glendale, and SWAT. They do have an eye on him. They know where he's at, but you know, they're trying to go in safely, cautiously, because suspect is known to be aggressive with the pew-pew. What the hell? What is that Nissan doing? What the hell? Oh, we have more officers. What the hell?
Man.
They just pulled up in a Nissan Altima just like nothing. What the hell?
Nissan, baby.
That's crazy.
Classic.
You guys saw that? This dude just pulled out of nowhere. I ain't gonna lie. I thought that was like an Uber driver or something.
Classic.
That's crazy. Yeah, I thought it was an Uber driver. I thought it was a regular car just trying to get on the freeway, but these dudes just pulled out of nowhere. That's crazy.
We got a news hit too. Cool.
What's up, Junior? I'll pin it right now. No, I'll pin. What's up, Junior?
SWAT, you got SWAT out there, a lot of police officers.
It's cold out here. What the hell?
If anybody sees any updates on the K-9, let me know.
Comments.
Let's do this news hit too, see if we can cover this real quick.
Yeah, pray for the K-9, man. Pray for the K-9. Hopefully he makes it. Let's pray that he does make it.
Now at 9, we've got that breaking news for you. A suspect shoots a police K-9 officer. The investigation shutting down the 5 freeway there in Burbank as we take a look at the scene. Police swarming the freeway at Buena Vista Street. Officers appear to be searching the wash that runs along the freeway there.
And a few minutes ago, officers told our photojournalist that police deployed a K-9 to go after a suspect, and the suspect shot the dog. We don't know the dog's condition. Suspect is on the loose. Within the last few minutes, we've seen officers in tactical gear with guns drawn, and the department's armored vehicle is on scene. The northbound lanes of the 5 are closed down, and traffic is being diverted onto Buena Vista. There's a major backup right now, as you can see in the area.
Yeah, so just a heads up there, and our assignment desk has been on the phone with Burbank PD. We have a crew on the ground, so stay with us as we continue to track those updates for you.
Okay, so that was the news hit.
To use that vehicle as a weapon, which is essentially exactly what they're doing. I mean, that just makes this an even more serious situation.
Oh, the other thing I was going to point out too is that it's very crowded, at least geographically where we are right now.
That's not live now, is it?
Southeast LA, and all these
there's a chase.
There's really
what? That's the chase right now. That's a live chase. Oh shit!
Officers behind, and now
there's a live chase too.
They drive over a railroad track.
Whoa!
That was.
That didn't end well for them, but those officers going to follow them right through. It looks like. Oh no, they're stopping. So he's getting away.
They let him go.
At least for now, is that one officer.
What the?
There we go. We got those trailing him, now taking a turn, staying on him there. But
whoa, we got a police chase.
Railroad track.
They seem to have bought some time for the driver there. I'm being told right now that it is an assault on a police officer. That's what the suspect is wanted for. Again, we don't know if there's anything more, if there's any other persons or people in that pickup truck aside from just the driver. So working on gathering all of that for you right now, but things have certainly escalated in just the last couple of minutes from when we broke in. Rather slow speed pursuit through some residential streets, alleyways, sort of looking like, and then it went from reversing into the front end of an LAPD vehicle and then just speeding right through railroad tracks, and now we're in this situation, which
driving on the opposite side of the road. We saw him take that right turn there, really dangerous.
So this person's wanted for, oh wow, oh my gosh, dude.
Tailspin there as he kind of lost control of the
Wow.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, he hit the median as he was trying to swerve around
Oh my
traffic
God.
there, and I probably didn't even realize that it was going to cause that much damage and disrupt his driving for a bit, but it just highlights how reckless this driver is right now.
Going to blow right through that red light there.
Wow.
Turn right onto this side street. But again, I mean, you're thinking about all the people walking around, driving around. This can potentially turn into a very dangerous situation very quickly. And it appears, like you said, Gio, that this person is not really worried about anybody else's safety, including those officers, as you see right there, that LAPD officer trying to kind of corner him in, but was able to just drive right past him.
Yeah, right now, and it's a bit of a contrast from what we saw earlier, where there was, when we initially broke into this pursuit, there were a number of LAPD cruisers directly behind this vehicle, and now it's sort of backed off a bit, kind of reassessing the situation just a bit, and you kind of don't blame them, considering how erratic this entire situation is, and we're losing right there sight behind the building for just a bit. I mean, my goodness.
What a weird, I mean, just weaving in and out of traffic, swerving into oncoming lanes. Thankfully,
Chopper
we haven't seen a lot of
the
busy traffic that we were seeing earlier, but he's slowing down, speeding up again. So if you're just now joining us, this person is wanted for an assault on an officer. So they're going to take this very, very seriously, but they're also going to treat this like they do not want to escalate it anymore or push this person to do something that could endanger other people's lives, which we've seen as he inches out there into this intersection and just makes that run for it again as those officers ride on his tail.
Yeah, and counting at least 4 officers directly behind. And when the
camera guy's tripping.
Involve,
what the hell's going on?
You know, the safety of others and traffic and everything else is sort of.
Is the pilot running the camera and the chopper at the same time?
Yeah, still right there, very slow all of a sudden now. So this is how it looked at when we were first starting. And
he's ramming the cop car.
Oh my goodness! Right into the front of that LAPD cruiser and sort of pushes it back into all the rest of them, and now accelerating again just a bit. So
what is he doing, and why is that and then again we're seeing him kind of making those weird swerving turns as this person crawls along. But second time now that he is reversed.
That might be a third time right
here. Reverse him back. The cop's afraid.
Patrol cars reversing.
I mean, he could be armed.
When they see that motion starting. So, I mean, my God, and just look at the reflection of the lights into the back of that pickup truck. Gives you an idea, even if you can't see, how many LAPD cars are directly behind this person, just how seriously they're taking it. And, I mean, you know, normally you get the questions of why not use a spike strip, everything else. It's just the dynamics of this particular pursuit are rather crazy.
You don't know if anybody, I mean, there's a car right there pulled off to the side. Of course, these people are all in harm's way right now as this person is so unpredictable. But you wonder why, cops aren't getting out and doing more, and that's because they just simply do not know.
Oh, he's reversing again. Yeah, reversing.
Of. What an incredible.
And also on top of all this, as we're seeing it, because now he's reversed, he stopped. Oh, there you go. Reverse lights coming back on. Trying it again. The dynamics of, like, the logistics of this is a narrow street, right? Especially when you consider the number of LAPD vehicles in pursuit as well, the number of cars parked on the side of the road. There's one right there, like you pointed out.
People are paying attention and pulling off to the side, getting out of the way.
There's traffic here too. Like, it's not as easy as just sort of surrounding a particular vehicle or throwing something in front of them. But
wow, look at that turn! Oh my gosh!
Third wave of kind of stopping and then buying some sort of time after a sort of reverse ram into these LAPD vehicles.
I don't know, Gio. I mean, does it even appear that this guy has a good idea of how to even, drive this? It just feels like every time we see him kind of start speeding up or turning, he's losing control and fishtailing, right there. I don't know if that's intentional or if that's something that, he's not meaning to do, but it does just feel like a very erratic and very unpredictable approach here to the way that he's driving.
And it's getting a little difficult now to see just based on where he turned off into right now, because this looks like a truck yard at least a bit here. There you see a bus as
to a dead end.
Yeah, right. And now you're in this area where it's really, you just see the lights of the patrol vehicles, and it almost looks like that might be a
It looks like almost a marquee sign of some sort that's displaying something, but certainly you can kind of tell what he's doing based on these officers. Like if we start to see them backing up, we can guess that he's now reversing and doing that again. MO that we've seen him do a couple of times. But
I think we just saw it take off on the far right side of your screen as well, and now he's picked up speed once again and is going to continue this pursuit. But I was going to bring up right before he got into this sort of alleyway in this very dimly lit.
Yeah, is that a parking lot? Has he trapped himself in?
Back area. You got to wonder about that.
Oh no!
The other choppers out there.
All right, coming out the other way. Yep. Yeah, there he is, right there. There's the driver right there. I was going to say that it just kind of makes everything more chaotic, considering how often you kind of get caught in these situations where you
box yourself in,
right? You think it's over, and then no, all of a sudden, you got to handle these carefully, and especially when the person that they're chasing is not at all behaving carefully or worried. But I was also going to say that the kind of maneuvering around the same exact area.
You're right.
We haven't really like
going in circles.
No intent to get on the freeway. No intent
to
get out of this area of Southeast Los Angeles. As again, we deal with some technical difficulties. SkyCal though up above
worst time
chase as we see a number of those cars. LAPD very, very close behind this individual who is wanted for assaulting a police officer. That is all we know so far about the details of what's led up to this. But numerous times, if you're just now joining us, we've seen this guy stop in the middle of a street, stop in the middle of an alleyway, back up. We saw him
hit a median as well.
Hit a median. We saw him plow through as he takes another dangerous left-hand turn there. We saw him plow through railroad tracks. Those tires, I mean, you got to wonder how his equipment is holding up in terms of being able to continue this pursuit.
That, along with the shifting the truck in reverse in order to ram into into LAPD into LAPD vehicles, are the most shocking moments so far of what we're seeing, on top of just driving over train tracks. It just highlights the blatant disregard. Now it looks like one of the taillights might actually be busted.
I was about to say, yeah, you wonder if that's from reversing into one of those patrol cars. Now he's damaging his own vehicle, which is going to set him up to obviously, become more desperate. But it appears, I mean, look how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5 patrol cars that we can see there as he makes another dangerous left turn into oncoming traffic.
And it's worth highlighting right now because we're just getting confirmation that we are nearing up to LAX airspace. So, and now it seems to be moving back toward our direction, at least toward the camera's direction. So maybe we'll be able to maintain our view. Well, obviously we'll still hover over top and just kind of keep it at a distance. But just in case we ever have to break out or we stop for a second, that's because we are getting close to LAX airspace. So if they do get into that direction, we won't be able to fly SkyCal over that. So showing you video from earlier now on the right side of your screen. This is when the pickup truck was on East 57th and Bandera. And I believe this is probably one of those moments where he just kind of reverses. Yeah, you see the reverse lights and then
bam,
again?
This is
the first time we saw
that was earlier. That was earlier.
Highlighted just how crazy
let's do the live feed.
We're watching.
This is another example of just how reckless this car is, this individual is. He's already wanted for assaulting an officer, and every time you see him do one of those maneuvers where he backs up into those patrol cars, that is another, offense that that's gonna go against him if and when he is caught, because that is another, example of assault on an officer and using, a weapon. Using a car, it's only going to get him into more trouble, but it's obvious that right now that is not what he's concerned about. He has been even slowly at times, picking up speed at times, very erratic and very dangerous. So we are again in Southeast Los Angeles right now as we watch this police chase go through the streets of these, surface level streets. As Gio and I were mentioning earlier, he has not tried to get, or they have not tried to get on the freeway, but they have blown through stop signs, stop lights, intersections, driving on the wrong side of the, lanes. This is a guy that they are definitely going to want to figure out, what is going on here and how they can safely bring this to a close.
And right now we do want to welcome in retired LAPD pilot Dave Avila on the phone. Dave, can you hear us all right? I want to check in before we start asking you questions.
Yeah, no problem at all. Gio Hunter, it's good talking to you. Just a shame it's going to be after one of these type of pursuits. We've had so much stuff here going on lately regarding officers.
Well, we certainly appreciate you giving us a few minutes of your time this evening. First thing I was going to throw to you is, how often do you see pursuit suspects sort of treat their car kind of like a battering ram? I think that was the craziest thing that we noticed here so far, was this suspect throwing the car into reverse and then ramming directly into an LAPD cruiser.
Yeah, he's thinking that if he backs up into them, he's going to just cause their airbags to deploy, and then they won't be able to pursue him any longer. No doubt, especially with that pickup truck. But numerous counts of ADW on a police officer utilizing a motor vehicle. This is a multi-felony type suspect, so they will stay.
Ellen,
with
thank
them.
you so much for the
We don't
10.
know what
Appreciate
type
the
of
support.
suspect he is as far as weapons involved, anything like that. However, I mean, it's you could see by the nature of his response and his pursuit tactics, backing up into officers, he has no intention of stopping.
No intention of stopping, and no regard, excuse me. Yeah, sorry about that. No regard for these officers' safety as well, but obviously the safety of the people on the roads as well. I mean, what right now is going through law enforcement officers' minds as they see a driver like this become so erratic, how they, take those steps to walk the fine line of protecting the public while also still, maintaining their follow on this guy?
It just comes right back to all the factors that they have to be considered in any type of pursuit. Public safety is number one, officer safety, nature of the offense, number of suspects, the speed involved. I mean, here we do get some speeds that are creeping up there at 50.
Dude, it's hauling ass. I think NBC has better quality, though. Let me bump up the volume for you guys. It's low. Give me a second. Wow, look at that intersection, bro. He almost ran into that guy.
In this general direction. Again, if he does continue eastbound, we'll be able to get you a tighter shot as he gets out of that LAX airspace. But again, this is Florence and Mackey Avenue entering the Southgate area here in a second. But again, LAPD's Newton Division in pursuit, and he just made that northbound turn. It's May Avenue, so it's a small residential street here. Lots of homes here on either side. Unsuspecting other drivers here, as you normally wouldn't expect a police pursuit to come down such a small street. But he's weaving his way here through some of these smaller streets, perhaps an area that he is familiar with. But when we first heard about this pursuit, we did hear that it was in the area of Slauson Avenue, which we're not too far from there. So perhaps this is an area that this driver is familiar with. He lives here, perhaps he has friends in the area. But again, the speeds haven't been too erratic, but the driving sure has, running red lights, running stop signs.
Yeah, I mean, look how he's barreling down this,
very large,
looks like residential area. Little small street.
Cross traffic coming up.
That's nuts, dude.
Wow,
look at that. I'm going to get into an accident.
So he's approaching Gage Avenue here in the area of Miramonte Boulevard. Through 2 Street now. So these are where we're getting to the numbered streets. And he's headed eastbound, so he's going to come back towards us, which again, when he does go east, it does make it a little bit easier for us to follow him because he is leaving that critical LAX area. He's blacked out. That's something else I hadn't really noticed.
No headlights.
Earlier, since this is kind of the closest we've been able to get at this point. But completely blacked out here. A Ford F-350 at the train tracks. We heard him at the train tracks before. So before we got overhead, we heard that he was driving in the area of the train tracks, and we're back over here now. So this is Holmes. Oh, there's a cyclist.
Oh, jeez.
Thank God, he moved out of the way. Oh, gosh. 58th and Holmes Avenue. That's what makes it so scary about a police pursuit on surface streets. You have elements like this. You have
the car's like swerving too, kind of sliding.
Bike ride or walking around, and just this pedestrian traffic. You get cross traffic, and that's really what makes this a much more dangerous chase than one that you would find on the freeway, where everyone is going the same direction, and you're not going to have those pedestrians or cyclists. But now he's making that westbound turn.
Wrong side of the road.
Slauson and Holmes, and going to be heading back
Ooh,
north here.
Stop right there.
To what looks like a mostly commercial area on one side of the street, residential on the other, continuing northbound. Buenas noches una vez más desde el helicóptero. Seguimos siguiendo esta persecución en el área del sur de Los Ángeles. La policía de Los Ángeles de la división.
Supposedly wanted for assault on a police officer. The car like sways side to side though a couple of times. I don't know if he's going to end up losing control.
que lo están persiguiendo. Al momento hay aproximadamente 6
Whoa, yeah, what is that? What is he doing?
Persiguiendo a este individuo junto con el helicóptero del
Joyride?
departamento y estamos en un área
Like he's just, you know, shifting the steering wheel left to right, left to right. He could easily end up in a dead end, though. Where he's going. Look, he's right there. Is that a dead end? Oh, no, no.
Entonces, no sé si hay otra persona, un pasajero posiblemente adentro del carro.
So she said there's possibly a passenger in the vehicle, too. Possibly.
Aquí de los oficiales es una
I would have jumped out of that shit, man. You think I'm going to stay for this ride? The moment he slows down and I get to the light, I mean, I'd be afraid to get run over, but the moment he slows down, I'm jumping out of this shit.
En la calle Alameda. Reportando desde el helicóptero, Eliana Moreno, Telemundo 52. Back with you guys here in English. He just made that northbound turn onto Alameda, and you can see this officer trying to move in for a pit. Let's see if it's a successful one. It's tough
he sped up. He sped up.
Large, of course. So we'll see.
Oh, there we go. Here we go. Oh,
the vehicle actually already has some damage on that side of the vehicle, and he may be slowing down. Let's see if this is it. But we've seen him slow down before, and when he did this, was ram the unit, and that's exactly what he did.
He's taking off.
He reversed into that lead patrol unit from the LAPD. Again, at this point, we don't believe any officers have been injured, but still a very scary situation nonetheless. We don't know if this individual is armed. I would venture to say that they don't think he is because they likely wouldn't have tried a pit maneuver if they thought he was an armed individual. But they have tried a spike strip. They don't think it was successful, though they do think they see some damage to one of his tires. Again, this is in the area of 50th Street and Long Beach Avenue. There go the officers moving in yet again, trying to try some sort of pursuit intervention tactics, but away he goes here. As he continues westbound in an alleyway in a commercial area. We're back out on Long Beach Avenue here. Just made that left-hand or southbound turn.
Zaraka Crazy, thank you so much for the 20. Appreciate the support.
And back southbound we go, Long Beach Boulevard from 51st Street.
I drove through Skid Row once. I didn't stop, but it was interesting. So apparently they may have tried a spike strip. I guess maybe they missed or wasn't effective, I guess.
Slowing down just a little bit, but I don't trust this guy. When he slows down, it's usually because he's planning on ramming one of the units. We've seen it now time and time again. It is what this individual is wanted for. It's assault with a deadly weapon on a peace officer. The weapon, of course, being that very large Ford F-350. It's got some damage to it already. In fact, the passenger side rear tail light appears to be out. I see damage to the bumper there as well. And
a cop on the other side. Were they trying to set him up? What was up with that?
One of the tires was starting to go flat. Hopefully that is the case, and hopefully that is what brings things to a peaceful end. But it doesn't really seem to be affecting his ability to drive the vehicle because he's still able to zigzag through these residential streets.
There's a cop driving ahead of him, though. What the hell's going on?
There is another black and white.
Imagine he rams the car ahead of him.
In front of the suspect car. And for a second there, officers were saying that they thought perhaps the suspect was trying to chase that vehicle.
Mars, thank you so much. Appreciate you subscribing.
Black and white unit turned and he did not follow him after that. So we are back in a residential area making that southbound turn. It's going to be Compton Avenue from 5. Follower of our police pursuit coverage, you know that when a chase enters that area, we can't quite be right over it because of the landing traffic coming into LAX. So we are at a further distance than we would normally like to be, but we'll continue to follow it here from Alameda, which is where we're parked, and pointing to the west toward this area of South Los Angeles in the area of 58th Street and Ascot Avenue. The vehicle is actually at a complete stop right now. But whenever he has done that the last few times, it's simply just to reverse course into those officers that are chasing him. But
slowing down.
He has slowed down completely. There you go.
Again, reversing.
Right into that lead
okay, now for pit. Now's the time, if you can.
And it looks like he's simply going to put the car back in drive and try to take off yet again. I'm going to push in here as much as I can here, as he continues to ram these police units. They sort
It
of
does
tried
it
to
when
pit
the,
maneuver
it's
earlier.
two different things. We're going to get
Didn't
back to
really
the other
work.
one.
I heard them trying spike strips as well. I'm hearing the officers say that they think the tires might be bald. So if that's the case, hopefully that will assist them in bringing this chase to an end. But Hooper Avenue at 58th Street here in the South Los Angeles area, we've got a parade here of police units.
Wow, look at all the cops. That's all the cops.
But behind them, they've got about another 5 or
the
so.
whole army.
So we've got about a dozen squad cars here behind.
It's like a police escort, a procession.
Vehicle, some with their lights on, some without. But continuing to chase this guy through a residential area in South Los Angeles, 58th and Hooper.
Vicky, thank you so much. Thank you. Where's MX? Where you at? Mexico.
I am hearing them talking about setting up some spike strips. But they have to pretty much figure out his pattern, figure out what street is he going to take in order to be able to successfully deploy those in front of him. And they also have to try to not get in the way of the other officers so that their tires don't end up flat. So it's a very tricky situation. It requires a lot of coordination between the officers that are chasing this guy and officers who are assisting with deploying the spike strip. But we're coming up here to 58th and Central.
Thank you,
Debbie.
Debbie.
The major that's running across the top of the screen, and we're going to be turning northbound. So northbound on Central from 58th Street here in South Los Angeles.
Wow, so this is still going on. So the K-9 thing is a separate incident. I do have a live stream for that.
Looks
They're going to pit him. They failed. I think they failed. They try to pit.
Tough, though, on these busy streets. It's a larger car. Typically, with a larger car like this, pit maneuvers aren't quite as effective, and the speeds have to be just right. Thankfully, this driver hasn't been driving too erratically in terms of speed, but it's been dangerous nonetheless, running red lights, running stop signs, ramming those police units.
Okay, that was the miss. That was the miss.
So it's been dangerous, even though the speeds haven't been absolutely
I think
crazy.
CBS might be better right now. Let me see. I think CBS, they're a little more delayed than NBC. I think CBS now. You can't see nothing right there. Yeah, CBS, you can see what's going on right here, I guess.
Is going to be putting people in danger the more they keep going.
Yeah, that could be it. Or that they felt that there was enough room there where they could go ahead and spit them out and then have the other black and whites come up behind them and lock them in. So at that point, they thought there was enough time and that speed was just right. Everything was just right.
Yeah.
But, you know, now here's what happens is that this guy here is up in the 70s.
How fast? Oh, 70s?
Yeah, this is about as fast as we've seen this suspect go since we broke in more than, I want to say about 20, 30 minutes ago or so. It's just been such an type of pursuit. So it is worth just sort of catching up a little bit as we kind of reset every 5 to 10 minutes or so that this is in Southeast LA as of right now. We know that the suspect is wanted for assault on an officer and has repeatedly used this pickup truck as a sort of reverse battering ram into a number of cruisers. Once again, we don't know if the suspect is armed. We don't even know if it's just one person in the vehicle or if we'll continue to monitor the situation. We also have Dave Avila on the phone with us as well. And, you know, it's already been dangerous even on the low speeds, and now it just heightens with how fast this person's going now.
Dave, does it kind of feel like his behavior has changed ever since they tried to do that maneuver to kind of get him to spin him out? Does it feel like he got a little more aggressive, especially with these speeds?
Yeah, I think he finally realized that they're not playing around now. They're not going to follow him forever, that they're actually going to take some action. So all of a sudden now his adrenaline starts pumping and he starts, he's trying to, get away from them now. And even though he just going on the street, so always pretty it always comes down to, the risk versus reward on this thing. We're going to risk continuing the pursuit. The question is he a threat to the public?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely he is. So we're going to continue the pursuit and we're going to continue to go after him. Then the watch commander is watching this and they'll decide, they'll call some shots.
He looks like something's coming out of the back.
Yeah, the smoke.
The tire that you were talking about earlier,
we got smoke.
hitting the rim. Well,
Yeah, I hope so, because it looks like we got some smoke out there. I mean, that'll help. Now, it'd be better if it was the front tires, because then it would mess up his maneuverability as far as controlling that thing. But, you know, these tires are
Tesla's running out of the way.
tires, so yeah, he may be tearing that tire up. We hopefully so.
Yeah, we're seeing the damage is more clear than ever on the right rear there, and that's probably from the repeated attempts at ramming into police cruisers. There's also been some stuff in the bed of that pickup truck as well. It's just kind of been moving around throughout the night, but that's just a note. And still trying to see as we get behind buildings here for a second if we can make out if it's just the driver, if there's someone else in the passenger seat. I can't really tell. I know it almost looks like the window was...
He drove through, again, for those just now joining us, we watched him just drive right over these railroad tracks.
Slide. Speaking of maneuverability,
loses...
Yeah,
still going.
I think that last pit maneuver did some damage to the left rear, because if you notice, it's not steady anymore. He's not... When he makes like that corner, it wasn't at a high rate. I mean, but he just started to spin out. So I think there is some damage to that left rear, which is going to affect his speed and his maneuverability. They may be able to get another pit maneuver on him.
It would also make a lot of sense because of all that smoke we just saw a couple minutes ago as he was driving a straightaway there. And that was the first turn, really, that we saw attempted, and it just didn't go all that well. So, and on top of all that, like you said, Dave, earlier, that this is a vehicle that's already a little bit more difficult to maneuver just because it's so heavy. So now with damage, it's going to make it even worse.
Is he going to go for it?
There we go. I think we're going to do it again here.
He's speeding up, though. There's a little sparks. We did see some sparks.
Well, we're working on it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he's losing control even without them, you know. But it may just be the way that the, you know, tires are moving as they take those turns with that big truck. I mean, yeah, heavy but light in the back. If you've ever driven a pickup truck, easy to fishtail.
Again,
so
here we go.
Certainly what.
Finally, let's go.
There it
is. Still holding it down. With one of the tires bare, sparking, smoking.
Yeah, it sounds like physics is really having to play a role here, because the initial speed or standard,
which tire is bare? Is the front driver
of a pit maneuver might not be the same, and might actually need even more force to be able to knock
look
it
at
off
that! How is this guy
Dave?
driving this shit?
Right. Yeah, you can see the desperation. Now he was going on the
here we
wrong
go
side
again.
of the road.
Oh no, he letting it happen.
Here we go. Come on, guys. We
here
can get it.
we go. Here you go. He lost control.
Okay, let's get the. Okay, where's the other black and white?
Keep going. Keep going.
This is kind of textbook.
Oh, he's done. He's done.
This is
they blocked him in.
This is
done. He's done.
Wow. I'm watching this as far as being a retired cop. This is just so great right now. I mean, this is what the pit maneuver was meant to do. And
this could be a mental health crisis. There could be victims.
Job, guys and gals.
Fantastic. Now we'll wait and see what he does as sort of standoff ensues, because it does not appear that door is opening. Can you see anybody in the passenger?
No, I was trying to make out there to see if there was. It didn't look like it, but there you go. There's the suspect getting out of the driver's side and just surrounded on all fronts. I mean, like Dave, like you said, everything has been executed. I mean, fair to say to perfection from that moment that pit maneuver is executed?
Absolutely, because the unit that executes a pit maneuver, his job isn't to stick, their job is not to stick around, is to hit them and then get out of harm's way. Let the black and whites in the back, so all the ones that are following him, do exactly what they're doing right now.
Wow. And we can see he's appearing to talk to, he's got his hands at least out and moving around, almost like he's talking, but is he, holding anything? Of course, that's what they're looking for, to see if there's something in his hand.
Hands up.
But it appears.
Absolutely. Yeah,
it appears maybe
Man,
not.
Look at all these cops.
Walking out slowly now.
Right.
Well, let's see. It looks like it's the person's making their way ever so slowly. The vantage point is a little covered right now just because of the front of this building, but Sky Cow is slowly making its way around, so we'll be able to get a clear shot here. But yeah, it looks like two officers' commands. At least you would hope so.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, right now, of course, you hold your breath hoping that this just ends, with this guy just giving up and not doing anything drastic.
Yeah, what they're telling him to do right now is turn around. They don't want him looking at them, because if he has a 9mm, shoved in the back of his pants, he could reach for it. But, we've all seen it, throw the keys out, step out, put your hands up, turn around, back up towards us. And he's having a little hard time complying with that. Because we still don't know if he has a weapon on him. It could be a danger. Okay, there we go. We'll just take him down now. Outstanding.
Yoke his ass.
Great job.
Yeah, no shortage of officers in this situation either. I mean, and just in case, if you're tuning in at the very tail end of this, I mean, the response is essentially justified in the sense of what we were seeing at the beginning, where this vehicle, this driver in that pickup truck was on multiple occasions throwing it in reverse and ramming into the front end of these patrol cars, and then leading officers on a lengthy pursuit on all of these surface streets in Southeast LA. Now looks like it's ending here in Central City on Alameda Street and East 16th Street. But looks like officers are going through the vehicle right now to see if there's anything else left in there. But that suspect in custody right now. And it looks like we have a bow being put on this very crazy situation.
Facing a lot of felonies, as you mentioned, though, Dave. This is a guy that used his car repeatedly as a weapon against these officers, and is not going to be walking away with a very short rap list. That's for sure.
No, this was assault with a deadly weapon on a police officer utilizing a motor vehicle. I mean, can't get any worse than actually injuring the officer. So no, he's looking at. With this DA, this guy's looking at some time behind bars.
And on top of all this, too, almost miraculously, no significant damage, or really any damage from what we could tell during the course of the pursuit to anybody else.
Wow, yeah.
Right? To no residents, no people, pedestrians walking on the streets, no other vehicles that we could see on the roads, and that's quite something considering how erratic things were there for a while.
Yeah, and Gio and Hunter, and I know people, because I hear it a lot, and that's, Dave, why don't they stop them? Why didn't they do it? This is why, and you just called it right now. It's about citizen officer safety. Looks like the officers are going to be okay, hopefully.
Yeah.
Citizens, we haven't seen anybody hurt or T-boned. So this is what it's all about, and it actually worked on this one.
And like you said, textbook pit maneuver there. We appreciate you, Dave, for joining us, giving us your insight, of course. This was touch and go there for a minute, but we are glad to see that this, safely for the most part has been wrapped up. We really appreciate your time tonight.
Yeah, thank you. No worries. Anytime, guys. You guys take care. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Same to you. All right, let's get now to other stories.
Happy Thanksgiving. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Okay, so let's return to, I don't know what's going on.
En Burbank.
Is it over?
Ojalá que no nos sacan de acá. Ahí viene el SWAT, acá mira, ahí viene el SWAT. No es migraña, es un sospechoso. El fin de una persecución, el sospechoso está trincherado ahí en la entrada del Freeway 5 Norte acá.
So we have two other live streams. Well, let me see which one has a better view. It's kind of hard to say. Maybe I'll use both. We'll see. Well, it's not really a good view. This guy on TikTok has a... What you say? You gotta move? Y'all gotta get out of here!
Go back in the house. Like one in the house.
Ya los echaron.
Get rid of some of the people So there's another situation in Glendale, California. The K-9 was shot and sent to the hospital and is in surgery.
Ya nos echaron.
They're kicking people out. Suspect still on the loose, guys. Buena Vista Street.
Que les dijeron que nos movieran de ahí donde estábamos.
He's saying they told him to move from the spot that they were in. Castillo's live too. I wonder if he's in the same area. Oh no, he's doing something else. Okay. Oh yeah, he's in the same area.
Hey, Cindy.
Right here.
Okay. Oh, Castillo has the radio.
Steve from me.
Usually when they move the media way like this, it's getting close to when they're going to start doing some action. So hopefully we'll see if things start to pick up over here.
Recap: this is Burbank, California. It was originally a traffic stop. This guy, they were trying to stop that truck, and the guy ran, took off. They started a pursuit. The guy bailed on foot right here off of Buena Vista and the 5 Freeway North. Then he hid in the wash between the houses, between the properties of Buena Vista and the 5 Freeway. Then when K-9 was called out to come and take the guy into custody, he shot at the K-9. SWAT right there.
Burbank, California.
Ahí está SWAT.
Right by the Buena Vista on-ramp off of Buena Vista on the 5 Freeway, where Burbank PD tried to conduct a traffic stop, and the suspect got out of the vehicle.
Is he down? No, he's not down. He's still active. The last thing he did was shot the K-9.
Okay. I want to make sure the audio, because I'm hearing a lot of different things, but I guess he has multiple.
But right now, the SWAT is getting ready to go in to get this guy. Ahorita el SWAT está alistándose para ir a agarrar a esta persona. Le ha disparado a un canino de leg.
Okay, so right now we're waiting. There's a standoff. It seems like, I don't know if the person's barricaded or not. I'm not exactly sure where he's at. I guess this seems he's nearby. I don't know if they know his exact location or he's surrounded maybe. I'm trying to find that out. And his vehicle, I'm wondering which vehicle was it the white vehicle here? Is he inside the vehicle? What's going on? Let me check you guys in the chat too. How you doing tonight? Wow, man, I didn't know I was getting myself into all this. The crazy chase. I guess the timing was good, but Esther, thank you. I'm looking to get more active, and I guess so. We're working on that, and I'm been figuring out the connection and trying to get the best setup going. Let me check citizens. Yeah, so Spike the dog was shot. Okay, K-9. K-9's in surgery. Let's see if Castillo has some radio.
Burbank doesn't have the sidewalk closed off to let anybody walk around the curve. I mean, it's kind of weird that
he's probably they have eyes on him. They have eyes on him. They know where he's at, and they confirmed that he still has the weapon in hand. Y ya saben a dónde está la persona, pero ya confirmaron que tiene la arma todavía en la mano.
He has a gun. He's armed.
I bet you a lot of those officers out there.
I just watched like a little, what is it, like a little channel, little river. Sorry guys, saw this movie.
I think what they're doing, guys, I think probably what they're doing before they're going to go to any kind of tactical, there's a lot of houses that are very close here at Buena Vista. The back, a lot of these houses, the back end of their yards butt right up against that wash where the suspect is down there in the wash lane on the concrete down there.
He's taking a small nap. Oh, man.
Some of these
well, they're going to go wake him up right now.
Before they start doing any tactical.
Ahorita lo van a ir a sacar.
Else in jeopardy, so it's better to be safe than sorry and to move these people out of their homes so they're not in harm's way before they start.
Dang, somebody got hit by the train.
Like I said, this has shown the propensity for violence.
Go get him already. About that. Yeah, well, he's an active shooter, so they're not just gonna go in there just like that. They have teams all around.
That the neighbors, that their houses are right up against the wash are safe. They gotta make sure everybody.
They blocked off the freeway. The 5 North is blocked off. They have a sniper, maybe a few of them. The guy that came here with the big suitcase thing, that was a sniper.
Oh, it probably was.
Yeah, that was a sniper.
Dude, I heard they were. LA Sheriff's was offering a vehicle that can go up.
Oh, to get eyes on him?
View.
Dang, they should have taken it. That thing was cool.
From the other side. Oh, are they on their side?
Yeah, they just went over it right now.
Yeah,
they
we
went
saw
in there.
one here, and then he went around.
I
think he went up to Toledo. Toledo goes over to the wash. Your poor mom.
Ya estaba y por Castillo. No, porque.
How's she gonna get out?
She just drove already. She's already gone.
Oh,
she's gone. She left you? Oh, she's gonna come back?
No, I don't film.
Oh, okay.
I've been with him before. Yeah, we're gonna hang out on like Monday.
Oh, okay.
At the auto show.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys should go. It's $25.
It starts on the 21st.
Yeah.
Over at the convention.
You guys should go. I heard Coalition Aviation, one of the private companies.
We'll see. What? Given suspended and live visibility. Why?
Somebody reported it.
What the heck?
Reported on news?
Not in line with our policies.
What do you do? Apparently, it's against the rules to report on stuff. You know.
Lifting is suspended in live for 10 minutes.
Oh my God.
Reason?
Why was Kenan here to begin with? Oh, okay. So let me tell you guys.
Artificial manipulated engagement.
What the heck?
What is an artificial and limited?
It's basically saying it's AI. It's not real.
This is not
AI,
AI,
man.
This is real. This says appeal. Let's see.
Just restart. Real quick.
I want to appeal this.
Oh.
I understand this. TikTok.
Oh, you were stuck in the traffic?
The content mentioned in this notice.
Yeah, that.
Okay, so why was Kenan here originally? It was a pursuit.
Thank you guys for subscribing.
Turned into a pursuit.
I need
that
that.
built on foot.
Appreciate it.
That white SUV, he was. That's the one they were trying to stop. He bailed on foot. He ran behind the properties. Right, he ran alongside of the freeway, which was behind the properties, and he was hiding in the brush. Then they called K-9 to come and get this guy out. K-9 went in. When K-9 went in, that's when the guy popped off a few rounds.
Live on camera. So
sorry, guys. Tony's over here fighting. Tony's fighting with TikTok.
I am. I'm gonna win this. So this is me live. This is not AI.
So the citizens, a couple of the streamers over here to the left. I'll move the audio thing. Over here to the left, somebody was saying, I don't know if these were the bushes where the shooter was at. See, it seems like they have a light pointed there, or I don't know if that's just a light that's there, but I think that's the brush they're talking about.
Ah. Suspect is right there.
Okay, that's what she's saying. I got the audio here. You can see him? He's just hiding in the bushes?
Yeah, our neighbors are home. Their cars are there. But there's more apartments in the back over there. Girl, I don't have a tripod. I need something. Suspect is wearing black.
It's Heather's birthday. Happy birthday, Heather. Blake, how you doing?
How far do you say it is from here to there?
SP, thank you for checking. I was trying to see too if I could find anything about the dog, the status.
No, I'm behind concrete pillars. Don't worry, guys, I got you.
I'm a little tired, sleepy. Wow. Ready for an all-nighter?
Yeah, it's just a brick wall. It's too hard. We're trying to get the best clip for you guys. They did tell us to go inside, but...
Go to bed.
We got you guys. I know the snipers got me in good hands.
We need a status on the dog.
Looks a little out of focus. You better hope they don't shatter your window. Is there a rock on the floor somewhere? The rock? Like a rock right there? By the grass?
Thank you, Burbank. Thank you for the subscription.
It's not gonna hold it. Yeah, it's not gonna hold it.
Oops.
Oops, sorry guys. Try that.
No.
Is there mom's?
Yes, she's gonna kill me if it breaks.
See if we got any radio.
I believe they have.
Because they said it's fake, it's AI.
Two different locations. We do got one of them next to us. On the house.
Let's see.
Whoops.
She's watching the live.
How is she watching the live?
She's watching the live.
Oh, my phone's charging. Damn, they need to hurry up. That phone's charging already.
Okay, I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back. I'm starting to get tired. Yeah, so he's somewhere right here.
Right there, guys. I can't zoom in anymore. Oh, actually I could. So he's somewhere right there. We're like, let's see. Right there. You see the little, right here somewhere, right there. Yeah, that's where he is. He's wearing black. He's in the bushes, right under the tree.
Okay, no updates yet. We might have a picture of Spike.
Right there. You see the spotlight shining a little bit right there?
Oh. I guess that's the suspect right there on the left.
The drone is out too, right there, right above the suspect.
I wonder why they don't just tear gas him or something. And what's the suspect hoping? He's just like wishing and hoping that it goes away. Close his eyes and wish it away. The suspect apparently was described as a Hispanic with dark clothes. And this allegedly is the picture, I'm not sure, of Spike, the dog that is in the hospital and was shot, having surgery.
We got Glendale PD, Pasadena PD.
Spike's birthday too, I think, was a couple days ago. The TikTok, Castillo's already in the description, the link, Castillo. But there's also this person named Bebe Dulce. I'll see if I can add it to the description. Bebe Lulz. So I'm gonna add this right now. Yeah, I just added the description. Oh man.
Drone is still overhead. Suspect.
Melanois.
Maybe like 100 yards from them. Oh no! They said he passed away.
What was the other saying? That's what I was hearing, but I don't know. I didn't get it confirmed.
100 yards.
Burbank, Glendale.
My mom's watching you.
So that is the 5 freeway on-ramp, and there are houses right here. So he's between the houses and the 5 freeway. Él está entre medio de las casas y el Freeway 5.
So I had to restart.
Damn.
I lost the appeal. And
okay,
so,
but they're allowing you to go live, right?
Guys,
Oh, okay.
it was limiting the reach.
Yeah.
So nobody knew it was going to come. So.
Glendale PD, maybe. Where's he going to the other?
So the screen on the far left here is supposedly this is the suspect in the bushes. And then these other two people, Castillo and Bebe, they're further off in the distance. And so the suspect is between the highway, which is, I guess, that up top, and then the houses right there in the middle. So I don't know what the game plan is, I guess, with the suspect. They have a lot of resources, SWAT,
Another
Bearcats,
helicopter just got here.
helicopters.
You think that's the news? The one farther away. This one? No, he's been circling. The police are right over here. Somewhere right here. And then we got some here. We got them over there. They're right here behind these bushes.
I'm not sure. I'm wondering the same. What are they waiting for? You know? I understand that they have to be safe and stuff, but like,
yeah,
they
we
could
did see him in the bushes. You could see him moving right there.
I mean, all I see is like this black dot or whatever that is. But I mean, from a distance, I would figure they could just some tear gas, rubber bullets. They're saying he's in the bushes.
So did he pass away, or is he expected to make a full recovery? Where is this news coming from, guys?
So I would wait till it's confirmed. Somebody earlier that was streaming on Citizen had said that, but he said it's not confirmed. So I would wait until we jump to that, you know? I hope she didn't get off. Let me see. Brush. No, she's still alive.
Right over here? Look, it's gonna be right here somewhere, straight ahead. Right now they were doing it. It's just like a light. It's like a circle light. Yeah, the wash is right there. You see the gate. The gate and the cul-de-sac is right here, guys.
Thank you, Blake.
Polices are moving closer that way. The drone came out. The drone is flying up above. It's right here. Let's see. Right there. Where the little black circle is, he's somewhere right there.
Oh, that's what she's saying right here, I guess.
I'm not sure if they got evacuated or not. You're cold.
I don't know the status of the dog. The last confirmed information is that the dog was in surgery. I saw that in a couple of news articles. So we're just waiting.
What are we waiting for?
Gonna be some serious charges.
They stand around way too much.
Whenever the tow truck was out, that's where they were. Because when we were coming down, that's where they were.
That's where
When we were driving down 7-Eleven, that's where we saw.
Sorry. Ange, if you want, you can email me if you want, Ange. iCkEdMeL@gmail.com. You tell me what happened. Oh, this guy. Oh, yeah. No, you're good. I've gotten a lot of... Well, I've had a couple of feedback about the chat. It's, I feel like we have a, I don't know, different audience, kind of. I mean, there's still the OGs, but, like, you know, I don't know. And, there's no mods. Well, I removed the remaining mods. And I'm gonna have to figure out what I go about in the future, whether I get some mods and have a certain amount of people or just don't do mods. I'm not sure. I mean, I tend to like to let people have fun, but sometimes it gets over the top a bit, or spamming and stuff.
Police are still standing.
Heather, thank you. 34 months. Oh, gee, yes, definitely Wendy. Oh, it's been like that, like, for months, I think, Ange. I think, like, 2-3 months, maybe. Maybe more, I don't know.
Is he not cold? Like, it's fucking cold out.
Thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate that. Hey, Gold, they're saying the suspect is in the bushes.
I don't think the suspect's giving up anytime soon, guys.
Yeah. Suspect shot a K-9 dog. K-9 dog was taken to the hospital and
You're saying that we have
having surgery. Chaos, how you doing? I hope you're doing good. Holidays. Damn. Linda, thank you for subscribing. If you just joined, you missed the crazy ass chase. So if you want to check that out later or now, just rewind back into the stream. There was some wild ass chase in between this. But right now we're just waiting. I don't know what the plan is, what the tactical strategy is. You know, they're just gonna wait for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours until this guy just decides, you know what, I'm tired of this. Or they're gonna get aggressive. I mean, they look kind of relaxed there. Maybe because he's around the corner. Maybe he's around the cut. This lady all the way to the left, I think she lives in the area, and so she's close by. And so supposedly the suspect is in these bushes, surrounded, nowhere to go. And then you see these two other streamers, Castillo and Baby, kind of in the back. And I'm not sure what exactly they're waiting on. I mean, I don't know if they're just hoping he's going to get up and surrender. And you can kind of see there's like a spotlight on the bush, too, that's being shined. Just take the Bearcat, run that shit over. Or pull up to it. I wonder if the tear gas would be kind of a tough thing to do, since like the bushes and stuff and an open area. I don't know what he initiated it. Right, there was this post.
Imagine all the spiders and bugs there is in there. In the bushes. He's probably already got bit by a black widow. I guess it was a traffic stop. Two suspects
That's what I heard
in the
too.
vehicle.
Traffic
One
stop?
took off, one was arrested. Suspect has a gun.
So Chase Alerts on X reposted the police. And the police just posted 6 minutes ago. Let me see what they said. Chase Alert said that this has been going on for hours. And Burbank Police said the Burbank Police Department is conducting an investigation in the 2400 block of Buena Vista Street and the surrounding neighborhoods looking for a suspect. Please remain inside, avoid the area. So I don't know if they know this guy's in here. It seems like everybody's focused on this bushes. You know, are they checking the houses too? You know, oh, no problem. I'm feeling like tired. I'm feeling like heavy right now. But got the whole week off. No school for the kids.
Is who on the phone?
And sleeping. The Robo Dog. Yeah, send in the robot dog. That would be amazing. Oh, maybe waiting for a negotiator. I hear something. What's that, a drone?
I don't think so. I can't see right now. Unless the spotlight's on him, we can't really see him. Oh, showing the floor, guys.
Oh, man.
Gracias por compartir esta luz.
On the foot pursuit, suspect
He's gonna
custody,
get his ass already.
That's for pursuit.
Obviously, fires requesting you to secure the shots for you to get them off.
Hello. Maddie, she's doing really good. I gotta get her a child therapist. Oops. I got a follow-up appointment in December.
Alley's being blocked off. No more cars in the alley.
That's the lady that moved us. So she leaves,
Only description I know is that he's wearing a black shirt.
Para atrás. Si ella se va, pues nos podemos mover.
Whoop, whoop. Debbie, thank you for the membership. Appreciate the support. Imagine he was gone, the guy's not even there. Oops, that's happened before.
That runs along the 5 freeway and behind these houses, and that's where the guy ran into and was hiding in there, and that's where K-9 went in to get him, and he shot the dog. Atrás de estas propiedades,
Yeah, and the properties between the freeway and the properties, which is the camera we're looking at all the way to the left. I don't know if he's really in those bushes though, but I guess that's what they're saying. The cop's demeanor just seems so relaxed over here too, though. It's kind of weird.
Gracias. Por eso, si no, hace rato estábamos ahí más cerca, pero nos echaron, nos dijeron que fuéramos a 2 cuadras de aquí.
Give us up.
Go get your air mattress.
Oh shit.
Should get some moving all over. Oh.
There should be a bucket underneath the thing. I doubt it.
No information on the dog.
Turn it around now, flip it over. Now put it sideways.
You're just locking the camera.
Do it from this side then.
How do you unblock the heist game? I have no idea. I think you unblock Streamlabs. Yeah, you gotta unblock Streamlabs. I don't know if you email me, I can try to send you the link for the account, and then you click the account and hit the 3 buttons and unblock.
They said suspect is in shooting position.
What? Who said that?
The guy, he is in between. Gracias por las noticias. Gracias. He is behind these properties, so you can see the vehicle there. So he ran in the direction of, like, between that wall. He ran in between that wall, behind the properties. There's like a little wash, a river, that runs right behind the properties. So he ran up in there. So he's somewhere mid-block.
Shining a light over there on the left.
Where is it? Burbank.
Somebody's shining a light. It was like some other light. Looked like it was being shined there, but I don't know. Come on now. Oh, they took the post down about the dog and surgery? I don't know. I have one article up from CBS. And it looks like they removed it. I thought it was, let me try another search. Sure, I thought there was K-9.
Has forced a shutdown of the 5 freeway.
Yeah, Burbank SWAT teams and police helicopters have been deployed there. They're searching for a suspect. Lindsay Pena, live for us in Burbank tonight. She's got the latest. Lindsay?
Yeah, Rick and Karine, we just got on scene. I'm going to go ahead and step out of the way so you can see behind me. We're on the corner of Buena Vista and Winona Avenue. And just beyond where we are is the 5 freeway, and there is a huge backup, as you mentioned. Right now we have the chopper overhead. They are, as far as we know, still looking for a suspect. All of this is very preliminary information coming from witnesses at the scene. Apparently, people report that they saw police looking for a suspect earlier today, sometime around 8:30, and that search was on foot, but at some point, witnesses say that they may have witnessed a police K-9 being shot by that suspect, and the search is still on for the suspect at this hour. Glendale police and Burbank police both on scene right now. Witnesses also reporting that that K-9 may have been rushed to a nearby hospital in a patrol car, but right now it seems to be there is still an active investigation in this area, and many of these streets in Burbank closed off right now, and the 5 freeway backed up for quite a ways. We're going to go ahead and try to get some more information for you from officers on scene here and come back with an update as soon as we can. But for now, that is the latest from here in Burbank. Lindsay Pena, KTLA 5 News.
All right, Lindsay, thank you.
Okay, not really much of any information there.
To developing news now. Developing news now. Crews still battling a massive cargo ship fire.
Repeat. These are all live feeds. TikTok people out there, citizens. I refresh the page. It's all live. Let me see what Castillo has to say, if anything.
Buenas noches, el sapo.
You see the ceiling, it looks like the light is shining on that area right there. Maybe there's a helicopter or something in the air shining a light down on the bushes. And then look at Castillo. Is there a cop pushing up? I don't know. He turned the camera away. See the cops? Look, are they getting ready to move or something? See in the corner in the middle? Yeah, they're kind of pushing up a little bit. Or doing something. Or are they coming back now? They're crouching, though. It's tripping me out. What are they doing? You can definitely see some type of light here. Probably a helicopter, looks like. Or drone, I don't know, but some type of light right in this bush area.
Oh yeah, I see. Where are they going? They are?
They're moving somewhere.
No, he's not standing there. He's
Right
hiding
on.
under.
Yeah, some pretty big lights. Eso no es grande, eso no es bien grandes. Rubber bullets. They are going to use rubber rounds first to try to get this guy to surrender.
Who told you that?
They're going to use rubber rounds first. They asked for the 40s.
They did?
Yeah.
Is that what that briefcase and shit they had?
Oh yeah, but those were snipers.
Oh,
those were snipers. Yeah, they have snipers right there, dude, behind in the wash. They got them above the freeway.
Just sniping. He already fired.
Damn, look, it's like daylight. It's like daylight back there. Look. Damn, dude, look at that.
Oh yeah, wow. Oh,
it's like daylight right there, dude. No way out. Yeah, they closed off all ins and outs. This guy has nowhere to run. Ya han cerrado todos los ángulos. No tiene para dónde.
Nowhere to go. Maybe that's the helicopter shining the light down. The night sun. On the night ship. There's another chase. Whoa. Whoa. We'll listen in a little bit to upscan.
Still holding the number 1 lane.
Air 18 through Western, number 1 lane.
3/4 speed.
W unit decking advice.
85 miles per hour.
7912, 85 miles per hour.
There.
Through Normandy.
Air 18 through Normandy.
There's a chase. We're just waiting to see if the helicopters get there.
To the far right lane. Kind of 1 and a 3 lane, kind of switching in and out.
Air 18 far right lane, in and out of lane.
Approaching Vermont.
Air 18 approaching Vermont. at 6, they're inquiring if you would like to take it to Blue, if they continue to go to another area.
As they head east or south, we'll switch.
I think they firm if they go out of area.
Yeah, I do have.
Eastbound Pierce Wilbur, approaching downtown here. Push about 110 interchange.
Area 18, eastbound San Diego, Hoover, approaching the downtown area.
It probably does look nice on the TV compared to the phone.
Fifteen 40, we can take over.
1540, requesting to take over.
We'll let them have it.
There's 7912A from, you're going to let them have it.
Lieutenant eastbound in East Figueroa.
Area 18, eastbound San Diego, Figueroa.
Will be secondary.
1540 secondary. Who's going to be primary?
The primary you want to back out, we can push over to primary.
7912, are you still primary? Primary.
1540 primary. In the 1 lane. Approaching San Pedro.
1340 primary and the number 1 lane approaching San Pedro. Secondary, ID still A. 7982 secondary.
Still A, so about a quarter mile out here and into the number 3 lane.
Area 18, a quarter mile out, just go with the cross again, and still A has been notified.
Nice, Chris.
Quarter mile out from Central.
Central, into the far right gutter lane.
Yeah, the helicopter's fixated on this bush. You keep seeing the light hover over it. I mean, I don't know what they're expecting that's going to change or something, but they're shotting, or maybe they just want to keep an eye or something.
Alongside of the backyard of these homes and the 5 freeway. He ran up the wash and he was hiding in the bushes and stuff. And when the K-9 was called out to come and assist with the arrest of this guy, this guy shot at the dog. He shot the dog. I don't know how many rounds struck the dog, but he did let off at least 4 rounds. And so now we have Glendale PD, Pasadena SWAT, and Burbank PD in conjunction with this this operation here to try to take this guy down or try to take this guy into custody. Estamos en la ciudad de Burbank, California, y esta es la Buena Vista y la entrada del 5 Norte, donde venían persiguiendo a esta camioneta blanca que ven ahí al fondo.
Okay, let's listen back into the chase scanner. See what's going on here. Oh, I'm already in it. Oh, it's just dead. You join back.
Head units to the blue.
Copy, switch into the blue.
1540 to the blue.
60 to the blue.
1360 to the blue.
Oh.
7982 to the blue. Clear in the frequency, Caribbean 411, 2249.
Sky 5's en route to the chase. We might have another chase.
LA 1584. Can you attach to the log and put, we're going to be switching into the blue. HS9 copy is also switching in with
2 chases in one stream.
72 copy, switch to blue. 72 to the blue.
I don't know, my 2 cents. It's a good question. Did they know the suspect was armed before they sent the K-9 in? I don't think they would have. I mean, I could be wrong. I feel like sometimes they're hesitant to send in the dog if they see somebody's armed. Sky Fox en route.
Right off the Buena Vista on-ramp to the 5.
Picture of the dog.
That's good that they evacuated some people. Who knows what this person will do?
Good. 1841 Roger. 1841 Roger. On Olympic Hill. 1841 Roger.
Weaving his way in and out of this traffic. 92, we have a car following us, white Infinity, number 3 lanes.
Uh-oh.
You have a white Infinity, number 3 lanes following you.
Vigilante? Road rage? Somebody's following the chase suspect? I hope this lady didn't get off. She had like this. She's there.
The Infinity still following us. 2 occupants that I was able to see.
I want to see.
The white Infinity still following, occupied by 2 units behind that copy. Infinity is definitely following that tail vehicle.
Wow. Maybe they're together though.
Let's go Washington, so southbound 5 through Washington now. Area team. Officer speeds that are in pursuit of this vehicle. Area team, southbound 5 approaching Washington. 154086, can you go with speed, please? Garfield's about a quarter mile out. Southbound 5 approaching Garfield. Still holding 5 southbound Garfield, weaving in and out, back over to the number 2 lane. 13 southbound 5 through Garfield, weaving in and out of the number 2 lane.
The other cop that was next to me was cool, asking me questions if I had seen him or not.
are notifying Manhunt Springs. 1540, Sanders Springs, copy. Wave vicinity is in trail still of the pursuit. Letting up, then coming up to about Slauson, about
Is the
50
50
Slauson. Air team, the one infinity still is trailing the pursuit. Southbound 5, just north of Slauson.
Okay, just waiting for a feed. This person stepped back.
Over to number 4, got a right blink here. Still southbound 5, approaching Paramount Boulevard. Air 18, southbound 5, approaching Paramount, number 4.
Where's Sky Fox?
Dell?
Yeah, it's just not worth it for me, guys, to get arrested or even deal with this nonsense right now.
Oh, they made him move, I guess?
Yeah, he threatened to arrest me. Not this one, he was cool. The other dude came up and he's like, you need to leave. And I said, all right. So I left the phone right there. He's like, you need to take the camera too. And I said, why? It's private property. He said, we'll arrest you. It's a crime.
It's his house. Oh. They didn't want him filming that angle,
But
I
everyone's
guess.
like, you have the basic right to film from your own yard.
Is it the one that's coming?
Yeah, that one walking this way.
I would have went in that corner right there.
But you could film out your front.
No, he didn't say he'd appreciate. The first time he said he'd appreciate us moving, but second time he said to move pretty much.
They don't want me here. We can go to the other side. By the trash cans.
Back over to the club. So southbound 605. Southbound 605 through Firestone, number 1 lane, 100 miles an hour.
100 miles an hour.
Air 51 southbound 605 through Firestone, number 1, 100 miles per hour.
I see the sheriff's helicopter. Sheriff's. Okay, I see LAPD helicopter going down to 605, looks like.
Southbound 605 to the 105. Air 51 southbound 605 to the 105.
Not looking at the right helicopter.
South 605 south of Rosecrans, number 1 lane, 105 miles an hour, light traffic.
Person's flying.
605 south of Rosecrans, number 105, light traffic.
This is the LAPD.
on the blue.
Oh, I see the right helicopter, I think. Where's Sky 5?
5 through Alondra, number 1 lane, 105, light traffic. Southbound 605 through Alondra, number 1 lane, 105 miles per hour, light traffic.
Fox is off.
5, approaching the 91, number 1, light traffic.
Near Bell Gardens.
51 southbound 605, approaching 91, number 1, light traffic.
Eyes.
Minute southbound 605, through the 90.
Oh, so she went.
This is the southbound 605, through the 90.
It's on a property behind this concrete wall. I'm following the LAPD chopper. They're going down to 605. Oh, okay. You said Bell Gardens is where Fox is? Oh, okay. This chopper that I'm looking at has like no label on it. That's gotta be it though. It says doesn't say the number. That's weird. It's a Bell 407. I guess that's Fox, maybe. They still got a little bit to go, but they're getting there. They get off the highway. Let's turn it around. Is he coming back towards Fox? He turned around or something?
605, this is Del Amo, number 2 lane, 100 miles an hour, light traffic.
It's coming back towards Fox.
Advise Westminster. Westminster's been advised. Westminster's trying to get in position for a fight.
Technically, who am I? Professionally? Who am I personally?
605 through Carson, number 2 lane, 100 miles an hour, light traffic.
Flying. The guy's still flying though.
605 through Carson, number 2 lane, 100 miles.
Gonna pass Fox. If that's Fox.
Santa Fe Springs is about to take off. All right, we'll back out. 11 additional Springs unit in position for primary. 341, we're in position to take primary. 41 position for primary.
Oh, I mean the upper left. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you for telling me. I'm looking at a lot of other screens. Oh, they got off. The lady got off. Oh, somebody else left. Oh, this is a different view. Somebody else has another view.
Advise which unit would be taking secondary for S12. 12, Ruby secondary. S12 secondary. Well, we're still southbound 605. North. Air 51, your transmission was cut. Southbound 605, go with that cross. South of Willow. Just south of Willow, that's far.
Maybe I was looking at the wrong chopper the whole time. What the? Unless this is it over here. They switch frequencies? Is that what oh. So this view that we have now, this new view, is actually kind of interesting, guys, because this person is in their apartment and you can see that there's like I guess a bear cat. I don't know if it's the same bear cat that we're looking at in the middle. This could be a second bear cat. There's a bear cat directly looking at the bush. This is live feed on the left. Bearcat looking directly at the bush, so they're very focused still on that one area. I don't understand why they can't just lob some type of gas or some type of, I don't know, something. Or is it because it's open area? They should be able to tear gas the shit out of there. He'll come out running. What happened with the chase? Me back out and go back in. Sometimes it like just messes up.
835, Air 51 southbound 405 to COP, number 199, 80 miles per hour light traffic. And Westminster is requesting if you can switch over to the gray. They're in to take over. Yes, we have Westminster take primary. Southbound 405, south of Seal Beach, number 1 lane, 100 miles an hour light traffic, switching to the gray. Air 51, south of Seal Beach, 100 miles per hour light traffic, number 1 lane, switching to the gray. 83S bubble let Westminster take primary.
You want the left screen bigger?
41 switching to the gray.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Could do that. Because we're not really seeing much on this side.
Clearing the frequency, KMD 770, clear 2305.
I think we just do that. The hell is that? Oh, he ended the pup scan, ended the scanner. The chase might be over. Oh no, there's a live feed. There's a live feed. Oh, snap. Okay. Oh, hot.
And really, so far, we've only seen one CHP cruiser. I mean, I'm sure there are many more that are obviously monitoring the situation. But within the frame of reference that we have here, one CHP cruiser, one suspect vehicle, and staying pretty close behind. So we'll see how much longer they stay on the interstate and keep this going, or if they take the tried and true, for lack of a better word, method of, you know, getting off on an exit to an area they're familiar with, and then this, you know, the dynamics change on a pursuit like this.
Dave, were you able to get any information? We know that you're tracking this for us as well, giving us your perspective as a former law enforcement officer, obviously very well versed in these kinds of situations right now, as we appear that CHP is not going to let this one up.
Now, it's
Another chase,
the same
guys.
thing that you just put right now. It started around Santa Monica area for speeding. I thought that maybe they had a little bit more on it, but nothing that I'm aware of.
Okay.
But yes, you can see the desperation in this suspect. Up to 100, it was up to 114 miles per hour trying to get away from this CHP officer. And we know that CHP is all up and down the coast, so he can continue down, or that suspect, I should say, can continue down the 405 all they want, but they'll just leapfrog the black and whites behind it and eventually get that air unit overhead.
Dave, I have a question when it comes to this particular situation when so far we know that it's a speeding suspect. So this is directly related to speeding. It's not assault. It's not anything else that I guess we could sort of deem a little bit more quote unquote dangerous. What I guess my question would be, why continue a pursuit when it's just speeding as opposed to taking down the information, sort of peeling back and letting them sort of slow down with the idea that they got away, as opposed to, you know, getting up and close and carrying this thing on?
Yeah, every department has their own tactics on how to do it, but you know, just it goes right back to the factors that have to be considered, and always the number one that comes up is public safety. So that's what they're you know, they're looking at the risk versus the chase here, and they're saying that is it a threat to the public safety? Yes, they'll stay on it. Now, we know that CHP has gotten over the years, and I got to say this, they've gotten a lot more aggressive than what they used to be. And I mean, kudos to them for this. we have other departments that, LAPD, I know my LAPD, they would probably, if it was on the streets,
after I did all that shit.
and if it was just chasing, or if it was just a GTA only, that's a crime against property. We've seen them where they would just pull off completely, pull the air unit off. But CHP has their own technique, so that's why I think they stay with them, because they could see that they're staying right up with the suspect. So it's a call on their watch commander's the one that'll eventually call it off.
Sure.
Which we rarely see.
Yeah, Dave, because that was my next question for you here. As we see that officer almost pull up, next to this guy.
Pretty close.
You're obviously running plates on this person. There's no indication that this is a stolen vehicle. So the information that they're getting, as we see another CHP officer come into frame there behind this pursuit. But maybe you're learning more about this individual as time goes on. Maybe a warrant or something to that effect. I mean, could they be getting more information on this than maybe we are privy to at this point in the chase?
Oh, definitely. They ran the vehicle, they ran the plate. It may not have come back stolen. It may have come back code, what we would call a code 6 Charles. That's, a felony watch on it. We don't know yet, but that's what they're discussing. They're probably discussing it with the watch commander as they're pursuing this vehicle, saying, okay, let's go ahead and we'll stick with it. So we don't know what exactly other than the speeding that we have on it. But CHP, that's their job. I mean, they're supposed to take care of these speeders for us, and as long as they deem it safe to continue the pursuit for public safety,
I might have to get some coffee or something. Yeah,
and it seems like we'll just maintain
Marcel,
of this
thank you for the
exact
20
trajectory that we've been on for the last
we've been here for a long
5+
run.
minutes, right? Where if he, or I should say the suspect, is just going to ride this out on the 405 or on any other freeway, CHP more than happy to just kind of hang around and let them decide when to stop.
Oh, sorry,
is that a fair description?
Oh shit, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, they'll stay with them. We're still south on the 405. I've had pursuits 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30 in the morning, where we caught them in LA City, and we jump on the 405 or the 5, and we end up going all the way to the border down to Camp Pendleton after the suspect. It may be what the situation is here, because it looks like this suspect here at over 100 miles per hour.
Look at this cop though.
No
He's fucking
intentions of,
what is he on? The cop is going hard too.
Talk about the safety, that they're keeping in mind right now as we see them kind of make those maneuvers where they, got to the right-hand side of the lanes of traffic and then started coasting back into the middle. I mean, everybody's been driving down the freeway, and the moment that you have that very shocking, see somebody in your rearview mirror and they just pass you by speeding, those CHP officers have to be aware, I assume, of anything, of a car running into their lane of traffic, something to that extent. So they're weighing all of the risks right now, including, of course, utmost is public safety.
So thank you so much for the support. Appreciate it.
That risk versus the pursuit, and we'll see, just to see if they should stay with it or not. And like I said, they got black and whites all up and down the state. So it's difficult to compare CHP with any other type of agency because of the freeway situation. They're wide, they're straight, they go forever, and that's the CHP job. Now, one thing the CHP
Berlin, thank you so much.
Is that they like to just maintain their own units on this, like most agencies. Meaning that they don't like to commingle unless it's necessary, unless there's exigent circumstances, shots fired, that sort of a foot pursuit at the end, something like that.
Yeah.
Then they'll request a backup.
Does it appear those CHP officers have backed off, Dave? Can you tell? I don't see them anymore.
That's what I was going to ask too.
Yeah, I think they have.
Looks like it. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
And I'm just getting word right now that they believe they pulled off, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
I can't say that for sure. I think they may still be on it, but what they may do is just be way back there.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say the other point.
Oh, they're shooting water. What the fuck is that?
There up until these last.
They're shooting like some water shit or something.
Traffic was rather light, so it
that was tear gas.
Easy to reach.
Yo, what is that? Oh shit, that's dope.
So, and
but we got the chase too, though.
a tiny bit of a roadblock. At least it looks like there was some backup, traffic backup. But now this suspect is going to continue on. But I mean, and Dave, I'm curious your thought as to could this be just a way of CHP saying, okay, well, let's just peel back, maybe give him the suspect perhaps a false sense of security. Never mind. Then in that case,
they're shooting, man.
That's why I was bringing it up, for the potential of maybe they think he'll slow down and then kind of wrap this up on his own end.
Yeah, and
the cops are coming back. Cops are coming back for
another
chase.
Division, one that's further down the freeway. They can do that. They can just leapfrog.
Well, that should make me jump. That popping sound
down to the border.
I thought the car hit something. I thought the car got into an accident.
Yeah, that's. I thought, well, maybe, the thing is,
this guy's kind
they may
of
have
nuts, though. The
tried
driver,
the tracking mode just to see if he would slow down, or I should say, that suspect, he or she, would slow down, but they never went
Laura,
under
thank
100,
you for the 5.
So why just wait? Just jump
been a wild
back on
night.
it.
Thanks for sticking it up.
It'll help the citizens. Yeah, when they look in the rearview mirror, they see those lights come.
You said freezing him out? I'm so glad we got this view so we can see. But doesn't that look like is that a light, or are they pouring water or something? Is that water? What is that? It looks like it's spraying something out. So they're clearing the whole area, maybe. Are they water and tear gassing it?
Why was the dog after him? The police dog had to already be after him for the police to be after him. Nobody knows.
My initial reaction was I thought it was the car. Like the car hit something, and then I thought it was here with me because I have the headphones, and then I realized it's people. I thought Ruffles came in here and kicked the door down. Wow.
Oh shit, was that a gunshot?
Yeah, this is crazy though. I just don't want to miss.
I hear yelling.
Damn, did the cop almost hit that car, yo? I don't know. That cop if it's the same one, this guy's like on one. But they're calling out to this guy. Are they saying something like, come out? Get on the floor?
Oh, they're yelling pepper balls.
Oh, pepper balls. Well, they cut off the light. The chase is pretty wild, too. I wonder what the strategy is with cutting off the light. Are they making a move? Are they going to arrest somebody? Like they're running somewhere. Look, they're running. Did they find them? Yo, this chase is nuts. This guy, I don't know what I want to watch. My ADD, I'm like all over the place. Yeah, the cops ran off somewhere. I wonder if they spotted him. The Bearcat's moving too. Bearcat's on the move. Oh, she got off. Damn. Somebody else live. Can't see anything on this view though. That person had like an amazing view. I wonder if they spotted this guy. Okay, let's listen to the chase. I'm gonna see if I find any other
going through CHP's, heads right now as they are trying to decide what to do. Obviously, right now, just staying on top of this car, but also trying to get as much information about the person as they can. I mean, is this a situation where we could, see them potentially getting an ID, trying to call relatives, trying to figure out if maybe they know that he's going to a certain location, either in Orange County, even San Diego County, if they are able to get, anything on this person? Is that what's happening right now behind the scenes?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they the station has all the information, so they're the ones that'll be on the phone right now trying to contact the owners of the vehicle to verify that it's not a stolen or, it's okay.
I can't believe that person got off. Like, I'd have to stay and like see what happened, what's going on, where the cops running off to. But this is a really intense chase too. I'm trying to see if we get another feed. To me, it's like the cops ran off to the other side. Like they saw something, the cops ran, yelled something, and then the Bearcat took off in the same direction. And this chase is pretty intense, and they're not letting this guy go, because at some point it's like it's a danger to the public. Like, do we just let this guy go? Is it worth it? And this one cop, he's driving like the fucking Knight Rider. You remember the Knight Rider? Is that what that show's called? That black vehicle with the red lights? You guys are probably too... Well, I have an older demographic. Some of you might know that show. This guy is driving like Speed Racer, Need for Speed, Gran Turismo. They got 2 cops. Look at this. This is a really intense chase. Suspect. Speeding suspect chase. Okay, so let's listen to this.
Yeah, I've had one. I did a couple of times during my time at Air Support. Black and whites, we usually just cut it off and give it to the chippies, but then we pull off of it. We eventually make the arrest if it was for LAPD, but in air, we would just take it all the way to the border. The furthest south I ever got was Camp Pendleton, though. I never actually went to the border.
And is that really just a matter of, I guess I'm curious as to when it gets that long, what is finally the deciding factor as to what causes it to end? Is it the driver running out of gas? Is it something else? Is now, all right, here we go. It looks like the dynamics might be changing.
Yeah, I mean, we may be in an area that we are now familiar with.
They're shooting.
Kind of a strange place.
Oh, he got front row over there.
This is the audio for the standoff.
He's over there recording. We gotta go get his video footage.
They just shot again. They shot something. Damn, dude.
There you go.
You hear the shooting in the background. They're shooting.
He's shooting back.
No. Oh, is he shooting back? He might be shooting back.
He's shooting, guys. There's gunfire. He's fighting back.
Yeah, the bottom right hand is just really to listen to.
It was tear gas and he was shooting, guys.
Unless the other person comes back.
He's not giving up without a fight.
Okay. Let's listen a little bit to the chase.
He may be playing games, just trying to get off the freeway and then trying to lose the black and whites. He's not going to do that. I mean, like you both said before, they're both right on him now. I mean, both of them are right on him. Or I should say the suspect. I keep doing that.
Well, and again, it's hard to tell. We know this started in Santa Monica. We
don't
know, aside from speeding, if there's anything else that this person is wanted on, or if there's more than one person in that car, as it appears that they are taking another turn here. But see, it's right there on their tail. I mean, would they try a pit maneuver if there's no cars around, if they can get the speed right?
If they have a backup, which this initiating unit does, they may go ahead and try that. They may request the local PD to join them, so then they could try it also. But like I said, they like to just keep their own people involved in it, so we'll see what happens. But they may. I mean, we're perfect location.
Still respectful.
Yeah, and it's worth highlighting again. I mean, the fact that we're looking at we're just in Mission Viejo briefly, but South Coast. I mean, from Santa Monica to there is quite the distance that we've already covered, even if we've only been on air with it for about 20 minutes now, Dave. So I guess it's worth, sort of repeating the question here in terms of if this does continue to go on, what tends to be the outlying reason as to why a pursuit wraps up if it goes on for this long, or I should say, if it stretches the distance on a freeway for that long, is it because the driver runs out of gas? Is it because they just sort of give up, or is it for some other reason?
I've had it both ways. I've had it where they just finally gave up. I keep mentioning the air unit because we had one that went down to Pendleton, and we said, you know what, we're getting a little low on fuel. We got to pull off. And the second we pulled off, the suspect pulled over to the side and took off on foot. I don't believe an air unit on this yet. Hopefully we can get one on it. So it, I think right now
they got police
trying to
coming.
decide what they're doing. They may be on the phone with somebody that's going to try and help them out, and right now they're just buying time.
It is so interesting to know what.
On the bottom right, there's nothing to see right now. I don't want to take away from the chase, but I have the audio on. I want to hear if they start firing shots or making calls again.
Are they leaving? Are they leaving? Huh?
Let's be a little. Oh, yo, you heard that? Oh.
More gunshots. There's more gunshots, guys. Go, 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 go.
What a night tonight, huh?
I hear some cops speeding away.
See if Castillo has scatter. Oh, you got off?
Technically just for one person.
Oh, he's on, he's on.
Right.
Que se fuera, le dispararon.
He said they shot him?
Le dispararon.
I don't understand.
So like from here to the tree.
Sí, le dispararon a él.
From 100 on
Saying supposedly they shot him, but I don't know.
across the street so we can hear.
Let me see.
We're not trying to give out any tactical information now.
Oh, you can turn off the hose. You turn off the hose.
You can wash down the blood.
She. They said Naomi and what? Valerio? I don't find that street.
Where are they at? They're right, like directly, like right over here, in the wash. Toledo is the next street up, I think.
They said Naomi.
Naomi, I think, runs this way, and then Toledo runs this way.
They told our neighbor to go inside. So I guess he's still.
They're gonna do a flashback?
The dude's probably dead, dude. They're gonna deploy another big bang next to him right now. Try to wake him up.
Van a tirarle otra.
Van a tirarle
otra granada aturdidora para ver si se mueve. So they're
gonna see if he moves.
Deploy another flashbang to see if they have movement.
Deploy another big flashbang next to him, even though the suspect's taken multiple live rounds from the officers because he pointed his weapon at them. We could let him have it.
Well, they're saying supposedly he got shot. Yeah, he might be dead.
Oh, right here. It's right here, dude. Right there.
Yeah,
and this,
right there. But and we can. It's not closed. A flashbang right now. Next
Tulaire's not closed. It's open.
Since the last volley of lethal rounds at him because he pulled his weapon up and he was pointing it at them.
I'm telling you, dude, it's open.
They're bringing in another.
The ring gap just notified that someone was running with the gun.
We have clear line of sight.
Line of sight?
They're like from here to the tree from him. They're that close. This tree right here, this palm tree, they're like 40 feet from him.
Go to the new area.
Are you guys, is the drone on top of it, or where's the suspect in relation to your drone?
It's open on Google Maps.
The drone's right below.
I'm just getting.
The drone's right above? Yeah, so he's like a block. There's like a whole block down that way, dude.
We should cut right through these houses, so we don't even go to jail.
Oh.
4 houses and we cut straight through. Dude, they're deploying live rounds. Those rounds don't have a name on them, man. And they're north of him, so the rounds are coming this way.
We have to wait.
Wait till they get him in Glendale. I wouldn't.
Yeah, we'll just put Tim in front of us.
Right.
Steele, you go first.
No, you go first.
It'll be like that movie, the movie where he puts his buddy out there and he's filming him afterwards.
Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler.
He's like,
okay, copy.
Yeah, they're saying he only spoke Spanish. He said he didn't speak English.
I speak English.
2 minutes out.
All right, 2 minutes out for the new airship.
New airship, Pasadena airship coming in. I think well, he's got his light working, it looks like, huh?
I think they're leaving already.
They're like
4 or 5 feet from the retaining wall. But he hasn't moved.
So
I knew they were going to let this guy have it, especially we don't know if the dog passed. The dog.
You're dead on K-9 4. I can light it up.
I think a little bit before 6 o'clock.
That's all right. If I'm lined up with the drone, I should have a pretty good idea where it's at. That's the Glendale airship. We got a replacement airship on the way, guys. The guy hasn't moved.
Español, estamos en la ciudad de
I told you that earlier. If the suspect raised his weapon, they were going to mess around.
So they have eyes on the guy?
Airship.
He
hasn't moved?
Because he kept pointing the weapon their way. They hit probably.
The drone has to come down to switch out the battery, and then we'll get the drone back up.
Another volley of another 10 rounds.
Van a bajar el drone que tienen arriba de la persona para cambiar la batería. Oh, that one sounds a little louder.
Yeah,
that one sounds good.
That's the Pasadena. It's supposed to have different technology on it.
It sounds a little bit more like LAPD.
So we got 2 airships now, replacement. The second one's...
Allá está el otro helicóptero. That's the replacement airship. Allá está el otro helicóptero que va a reemplazar este que está aquí.
He's got a better light too. Sounds more like a Huey. Alright, everyone's gone.
Oh, they're searching for him.
The high speed.
He took off again.
Alright, he's got the spotlight on the suspect down there. I'm sure he's got a light on, so I'm sure he's lighting up the suspect.
¿Qué pasó? Estamos en la ciudad de Burbank, California. Una persona le disparó a un perro K-9. Entró el SWAT de Pasadena.
It's coming right now.
A tratar de arrestar a esta persona. Damn, that thing is loud.
Watch, you see it coming right now.
Sounds like it's misfire.
I think that one has a propeller in the back.
You guys doing good? Holy shit, man. What a night, yo. It's crazy.
Tratar de dirigir a esa persona que se rindiera.
Is that the drone? That's the drone, right?
No, that's the airship that's leaving.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's the airship.
Oh, it is. Because I saw him take off that way.
Oh, yeah, no, he circled around.
Hold on, guys.
Entró el SWAT para tratar de empujar a esa persona hacia aquí, hacia donde está esa luz, pero levantó su arma, comenzó a disparar y le tuvieron que disparar a la persona.
No movement.
That guy is done. Ya lo desvivieron a la persona. No se está moviendo. Le dieron múltiples disparos. La persona no se está moviendo. No movement. He took multiple rounds.
And ever since the second volley they hit him with, when he raised the weapon up and pointed it at them.
Oh, the drone is going back up. Ahorita van a levantar el drone otra vez.
So it's not looking good for the suspect.
No movement. Yes, there's no movement. La persona no se está moviendo. He's face down.
He's coming in close, trying to get a closer look with his spotlight. Probably he's got his spotlight on the suspect.
We need to do signs of life.
They need to do signs of life.
First, we start with a pepper ball. Team 3 or Team 2, who has the best advantage to do another flashbang?
Cop car's on his ass. No more traffic.
So they want to hit him less lethal to see if he moves. They're looking for.
So they're going to shoot the body with less lethal.
Señas de vida, le van a tirar
For signs of life.
de aturdidora o municiones o balas de pimienta para ver si hay reacción. So they're going to deploy pepper balls onto him just to see if there's a reaction.
Maybe some flashbangs to see if there's any sign of life, to see if the suspect is deceased.
Team 2 ready to pepper ball when we get the chance. We're going to start the wall, and then on the see if we get a stimulus. Copy. Team 3, advise when you're ready to throw a bang. We'll do that after.
All right, they're going to do the flashbang right now. Era latino, sí, era latino, hispano. All right, ahí va. There goes the pepper balls. Oh, isn't that the drone? That's the drone right there. That's the drone.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
No fucking way.
Oh,
He got away.
There goes the flashbang.
Where's this guy going?
So that's what this chopper.
Oh, damn, this guy just.
Where's this guy going, huh? What the fuck is he doing?
There you go.
Oh, no movement.
No movement.
No movement. He's dead.
Ya le tiraron balas de pimienta y la granada aturdidora y no se mueve la persona. No
It's the Prius. Damn Prius drivers. This Prius driver just started to go up onto the freeway right into the middle of their freaking operation.
Yeah, the Prius.
What the hell?
Está desvivido, sí, creo que sí está desvivido.
It could be justice for
So they're saying they think he's dead.
Told you they weren't going to be.
Okay, maybe we can listen to the chase now.
This is Glendale. Oh no, Burbank. This is Burbank.
Very high rates here, but CHP is the agency that if there's going to be one that stays close behind and doesn't give up, it appears it's going to be CHP.
I can't believe this is still going.
Yes, absolutely. I think they've proven that over here the last couple of years, actually. And, one thing I used to mention was that, and I tell my friends and family this, is that it's, if you're on the freeway and you see these people coming at you really fast, or if you see something like this, I just tell them, and this is my own personal thing. No extra, no training, nothing like that. Just kind of like, just stay in your lane, hold on to the steering wheel, maintain your speed, In other words, let them go around you and get away from you.
That's such good tips there, because I think about it all the time as we do these pursuits, Dave. I'm always like, what would what do? You want to get out of the way, obviously, if you're on a surface level street, maybe that's different. You can pull over easier. But when you're going 70, 75 miles an hour and you see this in your rearview mirror, it's a really good tip to remind people that, to just stay calm, let CHP do what they do best, which is, like you said, just maneuver around you.
Yeah, I mean, we've all been there on the freeway when it's not a pursuit and you're sitting there and you're on the freeway, you're doing 70 miles per hour, 75, whatever, and all of a sudden somebody comes by you like you're standing still.
Chatting with you guys.
And you had no idea they were coming.
I am out.
But that's why I like the black and white behind them. At least that causes some attention.
I wonder if he's wanted for something else. Was it just the WAT was just speeding? I wonder if they know who the person is. Is it a stolen vehicle? Maybe does this guy have drugs in the car or wanted for something else as well? Wow, man. Wow.
Really don't want to be caught in situations like that. So when it does happen, if you are in those, that's good advice to just maintain awareness, keep your hands on the wheel, and don't do anything crazy. So we'll continue to monitor the situation, and really, anytime it dips below 100, you kind of take a sigh of at least a little bit of a breath in terms of, is this maybe when they're finally slowing down? Is there, Dave, when it comes to the logistics of this, because we've seen it a couple times, and even just recently, as about a minute ago, where that CHP vehicle gets sort of right up close to the very tail end of that car. Is that just sort of a warning type of maneuver, or is there some other ulterior motive to get that close to the suspect before then backing off a bit again?
They may be trying to just see if they could spot anybody else inside the vehicle, anything like that. But I think it's kind of a two-pronged thing. I mean, I'm not real familiar with the tactic that you're doing there, but I can understand it definitely from a cop's point of view. You're on top of that suspect. You're letting them know that you are right there. You're not going anywhere. We're not letting you go. So, you got to eventually have to. This is going to finally end. Don't just. They're getting the message. The suspect is getting the message. This is not going to end. We're not going to pull off. You're not going to get away and take off and go hide somewhere. So that may be a tactic that they use, maybe a complete opposite of the trailing of them.
Yeah.
So.
Little bit of information here I'm getting from our producer that said LA County's confirmed an unidentified white car was apparently at some point during this chase following very close behind.
Yeah.
I believe maybe even following the pursuit car as well. They were, I believe, wanting to maybe question or try to figure out if that unidentified white car had something to do with this individual, but they have not been able to locate that vehicle. So kind of a weird piece of information to this, that there may have been another unidentified vehicle involved at some point during this chase, but now it appears they are trying to track that person down to see maybe what they know or why they were following the car, as well as law enforcement continue this through what appears again to just be reaching those speeds of upwards of 100 miles an hour.
And apparently this is the only news station up right now following this.
Here, as now it looks like we're, Long Beach, Lakewood area. Again, still hovering around on the 405, just maintaining that stretch of road on the freeway, and nothing has changed. There hasn't even been any close attempt, at least from our perspective, the last 10 minutes or so, of trying to get off on an exit. And I hope I say that, and it doesn't mean he's about to start doing it again, because when it happened the last two times, it was about as brief as you can imagine, of getting onto those streets and then turning right back around, jumping back on the freeway. So this has been the image that we have been maintaining the entire time, and really has not.
You got to wonder, though, if there was a strategy there to going the opposite direction. I mean, he maybe found himself getting into the San Diego, route, and thought,
and then figured turn right back
maybe
around.
Let's go back where I know
Long Beach,
more familiar with. Maybe he's going back to Santa Monica.
Well, especially now too, when you have the
area?
dynamic of an unidentified white car, like something else like that feels so that's tangential, but at the same time feels weirdly disconnected as well.
Could be anything, yeah.
Dave, as they figure out that part of the information, by now it's very clear, assuming this is that the suspect is the car owner as well. They have all the information on this person already by their side, correct? That now it's really the only thing left is just the pursuit at hand. Everything else is already in the books and known?
Yeah, I mean, they got everything that they could possibly get. They have it by now. And who knows, maybe they found that other vehicle that they believe was possibly involved with it. So maybe they were, sometimes it's the victims are chasing the suspect, or it's an additional suspect that, we just don't know at this point. But I mean, when you think about the area that we've covered from Santa Monica down to San Clemente area, and now we're heading back north.
Yeah, now we're Wilmington, Compton area. So you're right. Yeah, we have really just started stretching right back around. And it's sort of, I almost want to call it a circle, but it's hard to make a circle when you're just on the same exact road. That you're just kind of retracing your own steps. On the right side of your screen, for those of you watching, this is what we were talking about. Where earlier the suspect pulled off of the freeway, got off on an exit, and reaches these surface streets, and you see the turn onto traffic. And this is the slowest it ever got at any given point before eventually, you'll see it here in just a second, suspect realizes, okay, I guess I'm just going to turn this right back around and
appreciate it.
Right back on the freeway. And so begins, once again, the live picture that you see on the left side of your screen. So
that's really the only action, Dave, that we've had this entire, at least as long as we've been watching it, which has been for the last 44 minutes at least. But this guy is really stuck to his MO.
Yes. I mean, that's just what his MO is. None of us are really sure, but now he's heading back to, I guess he's going to be familiar. I mean, this started Santa Monica area, so that's probably where now I'm thinking, okay, everything's changed. Okay, now we're heading back northbound, and maybe head for the same area.
And that might just be a matter of comfort, right, David? That we always go back and follow back in terms of, all right, let's get to an area where maybe we can make, because this is based on experience as well. You get to situations where they're looking for a friend or someone to swap out a car, or maybe get it under an overpass, or get into a neighborhood that I'm familiar with, jump out on foot. The dynamics then turn incredibly crazy because all the variables, you start adding all this extra stuff. Whereas right now, it's it's a very basic equation as to what we're looking at right now versus what could happen if this suspect decides to, finally jump off the freeway at some point.
Yeah, and hopefully, it's late enough where I usually say I'd rather see the pursuits on the freeway than on the streets for obvious reasons, stoplights, pedestrians, that sort of thing. But we're kind of late in the evening now, so the freeways are lightened up now too. Like right now, to me, this would be the best bet. As far as a pursuit goes, they're all dangerous. And let's not forget, at 100 miles per hour, if you accidentally pat the left rear or the right rear of a vehicle in front of you, you're going to send that vehicle spinning. That's what really scares me. So this is such a dangerous type pursuit, even though it looks like, the suspect's staying clear of everybody else.
Yeah.
You have the black and whites there. It's still and we all know that. It's an extremely dangerous pursuit.
Always, but it is, you get kind of, after 46 minutes of watching the same thing, you get a little comfortable in terms of thinking like, oh, this is just standard, what we've seen is what we've got. But you're right, in the blink of an eye, all it takes is one person being startled by, this car going 108, 12, 15, 19 miles an hour, and they accidentally swerve into their line of driving, and then we've got a very different scene. So that's the reminder here right now as we watch this move into the Harbor Gateway area of the 405 northbound, that this is still a very dangerous high-speed situation that CHP is not backing down from.
And it's not just the any unsuspecting driver who's on the 405 right now going home or going somewhere else and not expecting this gigantic chase to be swerving or flying right past them, but it's for the suspect's own safety as well. At any given point, we've seen the worst of crashes and the worst of slips into concrete barriers and all the like. So it's just as dangerous for the suspect here as it is for anybody else that's on the road. As now, we get to Torrance here, and I think, Dave, you're right in the sense that if this started around Santa Monica, we are about as close back there now compared to where we were just 20, 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, already back to Torrance area, heading back up there. So we'll see what this the suspect is going to do here. I'm kind of curious when he gets up a little bit further north towards L.A. He's going to take the 110, if grab another freeway, or just continue all the way up to the 10.
And right now, you know, Dave, as we look at CHP that's been on this the entire time, obviously they're not going to hand this off to another agency unless it gets off the freeway and into somebody else's jurisdiction. But they have chosen to follow this as we see them in that far left-hand lane. And talk about that training that, you know, they see year after year, but also the change in their approach to these types of car chases.
Like that,
they have gotten more aggressive, it appears, from what you've been telling us in recent years.
Yes, yes. They we didn't really see, well, we've seen this kind of pursuit with them, and I'm talking years and years ago. But I mean, their pit maneuvers, their spike maneuvers. I mean, they get officers out there, and it's I mean, they're law enforcement, and they just have, like I said, every department has its own textbook. I mean, what they follow. That's why most departments, not just the CHP, like to have their own people involved in this, but other agencies do too, until the very end. And then in that case, you want as many units there. You don't care the color of the uniform or the shape of the badge. You want backup. But with this one here, I mean, it's and with the training and even with the pit maneuvers, you know, they look so effortlessly. I mean, they look smooth. They look, and that's through hours and hours of training. You know, every individual officer, law enforcement officer in the state of California gets that. Like I said, at least minimum 40, but usually more than that. So it's, you know, and this technique, I mean, they stay back a little bit and then they get right on the suspect. And if you notice, they get right on the driver's side. So that driver gets a good view of their headlights.
Marcel, thank you for playing again. Thank you so much.
They're black. I was thinking that they had the wigwag, the headlights that flash back and forth, but they do not. But they see the light bar and they see the red lights flashing. And so I think that's a technique they use to try and get this suspect that, hey, it's over, it's done. We're not going anywhere.
Okay,
we're going to be with you the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. And that you would think that, you know, with just how many, we've seen a lot of the leapfrogging of different cars, different CHP officers switching out, you know, potentially helping with that fatigue of following this for so long.
JB,
but,
thank you. Espresso money.
We're thinking, when are they going to run out of gas?
Well, the other thing we also have to think about right now, because we are in Inglewood and it looks like Hawthorne area as well, that, you know, LAX airspace is not that far away from.
This doesn't even look like it's anywhere near being done, the pursuit. And this guy's just going full throttle. Damn, bro, this is crazy.
A touch closer in certain instances is because we are getting close to LAX airspace just based on the map that we're looking at right now. But, you know, still very much on that path, still on the 405 back up to the Santa Monica area where this thing sort of started. And, you know, just keeping an eye on this, it is, you know, you hate to just kind of fall back on the same type of playbook that we always do. But Dave, it's so, there's a reason it's a cliche. There's a reason it's a playbook. It's very likely that this person tries to go back to, you know, where they're most familiar with and then try to, you know, play their game again and see if this is the opportunity to sort of lose them. Not that they will, but, you know, who knows?
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's kind of late at this time of the hour. You know, things are slowing down into LAX, so they could ATC, air traffic controller, if there's nobody inbound, they may go ahead and just let our ship just follow the pursuit northbound to 405. That's been done before. And, you know, of course, even with LAPD ships and sheriffs, you know, we still got to abide by the same rules, but we can get into what's called Class Bravo. And if you can picture this, just like the 105 north to the 10, that's all kind of Class Bravo. It's a different shape, but I can't get into all that on the air. But it kind of gives you an idea of, and all that is just protect the heavies coming in, the big jets.
Right.
Just to keep the helicopters out of the way. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they'll let us squeeze in there. They may not.
Yeah. Well, and again, as we see this person driving the far shoulder, it's getting a little more crowded here in this area of the freeway.
Mm-hmm.
We're seeing a lot more cars than we were, and not necessarily seeing CHP quite as close as they have been. But that does not mean that they're being any less aggressive on this chase. I mean, I'm curious here when it comes to, getting into areas that are more populated, if that's going to maybe kind of change the approach here from CHP as they try to keep everybody, protected. They've got to weigh, obviously, public safety above all else.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's all about. We had talked about earlier. It's all about public. This is why we have this, is for public safety, and just to make them aware of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
We have this one car with the blinker, and thank God they moved.
Have you been able to tell if they put any of their air resources above? Is it just still the chopper from our news following?
As much as I know, that's it.
Okay.
I've been waiting for a call or something to see that maybe they're going to launch one, because we have.
I think it's about to be cut off down too.
And it's what, Saturday night?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And they usually have 2, maybe 3. I'm talking LAPD has 2, maybe 3 ships up. But it's the city of LA.
Yeah.
You got officer backup calls, you got 211s, 459s, you got a lot of stuff going on. And they're not able to pull off for the CHP pursuit. So that may be one reason why I don't see one of them overhead.
Yeah, still going upwards of 100 to 110, 20 miles an hour, assuming the speedometer is correct in timing all of that out right now. But still ongoing, as we're getting into. It looks like we were getting close to Marina Del Rey. We're obviously in Inglewood, Westchester area. It's just still. We keep using the word consistent because that's just what it is on the 405 here for this suspect. Every time we zoom in,
is it a blue car?
Hard to tell.
It's so tough.
Yeah, because
because
of the darkness.
Yeah.
But still using the turn signals.
Polite as he leads us on this high-speed chase.
I thought he was about to lose control. He just got off?
Yeah, though I wonder now if
what is he doing, merging?
Maybe, no. Not entirely sure. Certainly a lot more cram there, though, Hunter, to your point earlier about traffic and everything else slowing things down just a bit. It looks blue, though,
It does look blue, and
it's cold.
Obviously they've been able to run those plates, because if you're just now joining us here at almost midnight, we're
was that on the cover?
This chase that started in Santa Monica. It looks like it could be returning to that same area. As this car is wanted for speeding originally, we can see CHP has those officers close behind, but we still don't know how many individuals are in the car, if there is another, information they've been able to figure out about another crime that this person has committed, which has made it where they've elevated this to the point of wanting to stay with it for upwards of an hour, because we've only been following it now for 55 minutes, but it was going on well before we were able to get, over it ourselves.
And now just picking up speed again as it gets sort of a breakaway. But it looks like we switched over, Dave, now to the 10 eastbound.
Yes.
So I think you made a mention of that, whether or not he would jump on the 10 or stay on the 405. Looks like the decision has been made.
Let me see real quick what's going on. The guy, he's dead, right? The guy's dead.
Copy that. We'll raise that now.
So the suspect is deceased.
Zimmerman, have you identified our callers up there?
Did a signs of life check on him and checked his vitals and determined he was deceased.
Descansa en paz.
Suspect deceased.
But
this is when you wish you could see the gas gauge right now of just how much longer.
Well, it's certainly different than the pickup truck we were covering a little bit earlier this evening, where that one was going to run out of gas a lot sooner than this one. If this looks like a rather standard 4-door sedan, then they're going to be stretching that one out for a bit, especially if you're going on the highway as opposed to in the
Stop
city.
and go.
What's going on now?
Yeah.
Are we seeing some movement here? All
The
right.
Robertson area, that's the West LA area.
Okay.
So now LAPD's been notified of it. And we'll see if CHP is going to request them, which I would imagine they are. So, I mean, they're watching this also on TVs in the station, so they know exactly where this thing's at, where this pursuit's going.
You got to wonder if, CHP is hoping that they that this is a sign they're going to give themselves up, or is it a sign that they're just going to get right back on the freeway and go a different direction?
Even here, not on the freeways. It's still getting to
high.
Dangerous speeds with
intersection.
traffic all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, this is just one of those situations too. You just hold your breath as you see these cars stopped at, stoplights and stop signs. They're still going very, very fast right now. Oh, we'll see if he tries to squeeze through.
Yeah,
this could
squeeze in
be
between.
It certainly
I wouldn't move.
like
If I was in front of this guy,
almost
not making me.
Yeah. Oh, that person was being really, really heads up. The victim there in that white vehicle.
Yeah.
They could see what was going on. They pulled over and said, "Just get away from me. Just you're an accident looking for someplace to happen. It's not going to be with me. Just get away from me."
Yeah, that defensive driving too, as we talk about, it's different when you're on these surface level streets versus the freeway, but you've always got to be aware of what's going on, especially when crazies like this have no problem.
And that's a good example
weaving back in and
a
out.
great way to handle the situation.
Yeah, just get out of the way.
But geez, I mean, 70 plus miles an hour on roads like this with traffic at a stop and go at slow speeds. I mean, we've seen many situations where a suspect will just rear end someone because either they've stopped too quickly or haven't been paying attention, or a myriad of other factors. And now, so here
Mama's
we go,
house?
pulling off into an alleyway.
Okay.
This tends to be a situation where you start to see someone maybe try to run away from it.
Oh man, no stand up.
You see CHP looks like they pulled off, and they could tell that.
Oh, and shut off the car and
lights out, baby.
Yeah, we can't even tell.
Yeah, we can't even make out what's going on.
Okay, but he's still in the car moving around. I mean, I don't know how he's seeing anything right now. That can't be. And a lot of times too, they get out and they leave the car going, so it just coasts, and you don't even realize that they've jumped out. Did you see something in the back of the?
That's that little yellow thing in the back.
Not a head, but maybe a.
That one's been there the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Such an interesting choice to turn those lights off.
We got a black and white right behind them.
Yeah, it didn't work if that was the goal.
There it goes again.
Okay, headlights are back on.
Yep.
I really thought he was gonna make a run for it.
It did look like that. I mean, just based
on
based on previous experience, you assume in that situation, shut off lights, go in an alleyway, and in a residential area, or at least an area with a lot of buildings and a lot of avenues for escape, so to speak. That's typically when someone would jump out. But it feels, Dave, like at this point, it's sort of a scramble, right? As if the suspect is just, they know they're running out of options here.
I agree, because it looks like we're a rat trapped in a maze, and we don't know which way to go.
Going in circles.
I mean, this is alarming to see. It looks like maybe alleyways. We saw those trash cans, obviously.
Nope. Coming out of stop here for a second.
Another weird decision they've got to make. I really thought that was somebody's driveway as well, which would obviously be a dead end. But you got to wonder if they're familiar with this area, if this is an area that they know well, or if they're just kind of hoping for the best at this point. Let's see. They're turning their lights off again.
Now they got up.
Behind
a
tree
door
from my. Yeah, there you go. There's one person.
Now is he getting himself up? What's he doing?
He's walking off so casually. What was the point of that shit?
For it.
It looks like a horizontally striped shirt, baseball cap, dark pants, white tennis.
Something's in his hand. Is it the keys?
And there he goes.
Okay, we have no idea what we're chasing right now. We have no idea if this guy's got a weapon, if he's running from a 187, a burglary, whatever.
They're going strong.
There's their officers
right there.
Oh, come on, show it.
We're going down.
Oh, he's still going. Come on, pivot the camera. Oh, he got stuck in that thing.
Yeah.
The loop.
All right.
Oh, looks like either dropped whatever was carrying.
But still fighting those officers all the way to the ground.
Damn, it's like 10 of
A
these
lot
guys.
to make of at the moment.
If you notice, it looks like CHP requested LAPD on it, but CHP is going to follow the course because this is probably their caper, so they'll end up making the arrest. But I mean, once again, this is one of those things where it just goes on and on and on. But thank goodness nobody was hurt. No civilians were hurt. Law enforcement did as much as they could to keep the public safe.
It was really nerve-wracking there for a bit, though, Dave. I mean, especially not just at the 100+ miles per hour for an extended period of time on the freeway, but even just there at the very, very end where this person's running into the middle of the street, and it's not law enforcement vehicles that he's running into. It's just traffic on a Saturday night that is roaming around and has no idea what's going on.
Yeah, well, it's all righty. Well, he's finally in custody, so they're going to go back. They'll go back and check out the vehicle to make sure there's not a body in it and stuff. The trunk. They'll do all that stuff now that they got this guy in custody. And finally, get his identification and just talk to him and say, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah. And surely if there's more that they've learned in the process of this, we're taking a look here on the right side of your screen when he jumps out of that vehicle, kind of starts jogging before then really picking up speed. And
also almost looked like he locked the car.
Had something in his hand, which was worrying, me as he's looking around. And then watch him as he actually tries to run past either a CHP or an LAPD cruiser at one point here before they eventually, as you saw, take him down, take him to the ground, take him into custody. Yeah.
Well, Dave, we appreciate you so much for giving us your time on a
word
Saturday night.
on Spike?
Wow, what a treat for us.
Yeah, what a night indeed on two pursuit suspects taken into custody on a very busy Saturday night. Dave, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Okay, you will take care now. Bye-bye.
All right, well, we'll continue to monitor this here from the newsroom, but in the meantime, we do want to thank you for joining us this evening. Remember, we are streaming 24/7 on CBS News Los Angeles.
Yeah, we will now return to your regular programming. Already in progress. Thanks for joining.
Yo, thank you guys for tonight. What a crazy effing night. Holy shit. Wow. Crazy, crazy night, man. I'm going to try to get some rest. Probably sleep in tomorrow. No word on the dog yet, Spike. I guess we'll have to check tomorrow and see. All right, guys. Good night. Bye. Thank you so much again. I appreciate you. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Wow. What a crazy night. Bye.